Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mehcast Reacts Death Battle Volume 10. Last week,
This is the blank spot. I'm here to take over the recording.
Ben, shut the fuck up. Last week, we did something a little bit different. But we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. And we're gonna be doing it. We have some new people, or rather one new person, here with us today.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie, but a lot of you know me as Jam from the Pokken community or the VGC community. I stream on Jam JGM. You can follow me on Twitter at JamFGC. I don't care. I'm shamelessly plugging myself. How y'all doing?
You son of a bitch.
Oh, damn it, we didn't tell you could do that. Get out of here. But no, seriously, just DM me a link to your channel, and I'll put it in the description of this episode.
And while you do that, we spin the wheel. What are we gonna get?
Turn. Show us the lesson we should learn.
Lesson
Because I was
number
late,
one.
you guys
Y'all
are
suck.
once again treated to me eating
Come on!
jerky. And this time, attempting not to break my new teeth.
Spindle.
Saurou versus Machamp.
Oh! We got a good one.
Oh, nice.
We're,
That's the new. That's one of the newer ones.
yeah,
that's one. That's.
wow, we're already starting off with a really good one.
Yeah, hell yeah! I'm happy with this. Let me get this up for us.
I mean, granted, the animation could be a little less jank, but still, it was a good one.
it was
Death
really
Battle
Well,
animators are
no, they're really good. They've been nailing it this season for the most part.
They have, yeah.
Alright,
Except
starting the
for
episode.
the battle that follows, but we'll get to that at some point.
Boy,
I liked it, but yeah.
Torian or no?
The Lord of the Rings.
Or is it someone else?
Yeah.
All right. So an interesting fact. This is the first Death Battle to have Lord of the Rings and World of Warcraft.
I don't think there's really a lot of representatives from either medium that could really, make an interesting death battle. I mean, sure, we
You could
got
probably do King
hang
Arthur
on,
versus
hang on.
Aragorn.
No.
You probably have the Fellowship.
No. Hang on. What about Leroy Jenkins? He has his whole lore behind him.
Did World of Warcraft actually make lore about him, or are you just busting
Oh yeah,
my
no.
balls?
There's a side mission where you resurrect him from the dead.
Jamie, can you confirm this?
It's true.
From what I
I
heard,
will
yeah.
say I love how bonkers Lord of the Rings lore is.
Oh God, and there's only like 4 books, man.
There's
There's
like,
also the
6.
Lord of the Rings online MMO. Some strategy RPGs, some action games.
I will say I remember there's this conspiracy theory where the history of Lord of the Rings was fully true and it was more of a history book, but the only thing that was changed was the ending where they won the war. When in reality they never actually won and we all got fucked.
Huh.
How
I
strange.
heard something similar to that, where someone pitched a movie idea of some sea divers just going in, and then they find a ring, and then they fight the fuck over it, and then once one of them puts it on by accident, there's like the Eye of Sauron just emerges from the sea and says "Rise."
Yeah.
Modern day Lord of the Rings.
I love the design of him, by the way.
It looks so strange. He looks so strange in like an actual actual 3D model. Weirdly enough,
Kevin, be glad at least be glad they didn't use the Rings of Power one.
God,
They don't
fuck
make any references to that in this episode.
good.
Thank God.
They shouldn't.
Would
It's so bad.
That show should have never been a thing, man.
Well, no, obviously not. Would King Arthur versus Aragorn make a good matchup?
Yeah,
Depends.
maybe.
That really depends.
Depending on which King Arthur are we talking, because
Also,
if you
it would be kind of hard considering one is one is an actual fictional series, and the other one is just Arthurian myth.
And not only that, one version of King Arthur is a woman.
Base. It's
One
the Fates
other-
Okay,
version,
so let's
right?
pit Artoria Pendragon against.
There's like another who's a teenager, another one who's like a withering old man. There's another one where it's like he never existed, so it's like a title.
One of them is Sonic the Hedgehog, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
One of them is a damn high
Everyone's
school
going down.
football player. One of them is a high school quarterback.
What the
Nearly indestructible. I wonder who's going to win.
fuck?
Well,
I joke.
How about the Fellowship versus
That is a
King
ridiculous feat. That is a ridiculous feat. I just want to
so
say.
we're gonna pit at 5 midgets against the Court of Camelot.
Yeah, that's
Fellowship
not
of the
gonna,
Ring versus King Arthur and the Knights of the Round.
yeah, that is not going to work out well.
No, the
Yeah.
Fellowship gets screwed over.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, so you've got,
God damn. The Wrath of God couldn't even kill
Marion.
it. What the
Marion
fuck?
Pippin got taught how to fight by Sean Bean, and that's not going to help them against like the elite of the Round Table.
I mean, Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot once went on a murdering spree, killing a whole bunch of people at a wedding reception. I'm sure y'all have seen that.
Massacre. Holy shit. Oh, wait, wrong game.
No, that's an accurate description.
Oh, he has the ring.
No, but you see how difficult it is to have
God.
like something like
By the
King
way,
Arthur going up against.
Why-
personally,
Boomstick has- hang on, Boomstick has the ring.
I don't like the animation of this shit. Of
I like
Wizard
it.
Boomstick. I liked it before.
I think it's
Oh my
okay.
god,
They improved
this
on
feat
it.
is amazing. Just look at this.
I mean, it's decent, but
No,
it's
watch
better
this.
when they're
Yeah.
behind the
He-
scenes.
One ring.
Boomstick is Tom Bombadil confirmed.
Oh my god.
See, that's why
What, he
Tom
said it was
Bombadil wasn't in
delicious?
the Lord of the Rings movies. He came to
Can
our
we see-
universe to become Boomstick.
No. Okay. Would Boomstick drink the actual Holy Grail from the Nasuverse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, he would.
So-
he wouldn't.
so
he
he'd
wouldn't
drink
care what
up-
it was.
No, so he'd drink up Angra Mainyu, all of the world's hatred,
Yes.
and he wouldn't bat an eye.
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
All you have to do is all you have to ask is would he drink? Yes. You don't even have to ask what it is he has to drink. Would he drink? Yes.
Oh,
Like everyone at the moment you even the moment you
I
are
keep
about to ask
forgetting this is
what it
the same guy who's worthy of friggin' Mjolnir and Stormbreaker.
Oh, Stormbreaker doesn't have any enchantments on it, but yes.
doesn't, require
Yeah,
worthiness
yeah.
or whatever the fuck.
What am I supposed to do with this? Grabs the fucking Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
So funny. Yeah, my bad.
Like you say meal, like you're having a meal, and then near, like nearby. Meal near.
Mjolnir. All right, Mjolnir. Thank you.
I mean, it's also pronounced
God
Mjolnir,
damn.
but it's a tomato. It's also pronounced Mjolnir, but that's a tomato thing.
I will say I do
Well,
like
that's
the
more
analysis.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
it just-
Pronunciation,
well-
incorrect pronunciation.
well, I will say I love the ridiculous lore that they're showcasing. It's great.
It was so irresistible that Boomstick ate it.
It's like, no, this
Yeah.
is mine. This is mine, man. I'm gonna burn to the lava. Bye.
How much of a dumbass you got to be that you couldn't even figure out how to not get it to melt your own goddamn power ring?
I mean, you
It's
say
logic, don't worry
dumbass, but
about
it's
it.
like, that was a pretty...
It's movie logic.
It's practically
Bro, it's like
indestructible.
one small thing that he overlooked. How is he overlook something as small and insignificant as that if you got the eye that can see everything?
Here's the
Yeah, but
thing,
it's
Gizmo.
practically indestructible every
Yeah,
other way. You can't
Hey guys,
fireproof
It has
against
to
that
be
with-
God, that
melted
someone
by-
would have the balls to go up to a volcano and throw it in?
Yeah, but here's the
Hey,
thing.
here
It has
comes-
to be the specific volcano. Here's the Lich King lore.
And that was
Yeah,
in the
here
heart
comes
of his
the
power
best- here
suit,
comes-
too.
hey,
Hey,
here comes the
Dave-
best and worst MMO ever made.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah.
Are we going to imagine that Leroy Jenkins tried fighting the Lich King one-on-one and then he just died?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Just so you know,
Leroy.
just so you know, there is no Leroy Jenkins reference in here.
Oh,
That's
I know about the
lame.
Leroy
Sadly.
Jenkins. Hell, it's on modern shows. Like,
And here's the
literally,
thing.
it was actually referenced on the Cleveland show.
And another thing is that I imagine after Leroy gets turned into a zombie, he comes back to life. I'm serving the Lich. He's like, Leroy.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Jenkins.
Don't worry. Somewhere he's on The Walking Dead saying Leroy Jenkins.
Interned at Blizzard in 2017. That explains why he's so evil, though. Honestly.
That would explain why Blizzard's going downhill.
Nice.
What is with this lore anyway?
It's World of Warcraft.
It's like, yeah, it's like 20 years worth of written lore. Welcome back, RGS.
Excuse me
Yes,
for a
I'm
minute.
still there. I just had to.
Excuse me for a minute. I have to read this massive
You're good,
wall of
RGS.
text that is this
Booby!
game's
Booba!
lore.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
that's
something,
pretty sexy.
something that's rare these days. Which, by the way, Amy, if you're wondering what my Space Invader is, it's my dog.
Doge.
Alex called it.
Did you guys
Alex,
mention at work that you ever had a dog? I don't remember.
yeah,
That
I did.
cinematic was cool
I
as
showed you a
shit, I will
picture of
say.
her.
Oh yeah.
She's a pit bull.
I didn't remember. It's been what, like 3 months since you left?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
Walking! Da, 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 da.
yes.
I want that wizard shirt.
Same, I want to. I'll buy that shit.
Reminder, and like I said, Boomstick is so drunk that he literally.
Go home, Boomstick. You're drunk.
But he is home.
I mean, it was Screw Attack. Now it's
Rooster Teeth.
It's Rooster Teeth.
Screw
Well,
Teeth.
technically,
Eye of Acurus. The Eye of Acurus. I wonder where that's from.
Of Screw Attack and what actually happened. It actually wasn't Death Battle that killed Screw Attack.
I don't remember.
well, people say it's Death Battle that killed Screw Attack, but I think if anything, it's Rooster Teeth that
Oh,
killed Screw
that's
Attack.
what you said. No, it was Rooster Teeth that killed Screw Attack.
Yeah, because I know, like, because Craig of the Screw Attack literally said, yeah, it wasn't Death Battle. It was literally Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, Death Battle kept Screw Attack alive past Rooster
Yep.
Teeth, but it couldn't do it forever.
They kept
Which is
Screw Attack
sad.
live, and now they're just keeping Screw Attack to themselves. Because now,
Yeah.
because when Craig was trying to react to, his own company's videos, Rooster Teeth copyright did like a
Yeah,
copyright strike or
that-
some shit.
Yeah, it was a copyright
That's
strike. Yeah, it was
stupid.
It's like
He also recovered-
Imagine getting
he also-
for your own voice. Imagine that.
He also recovered a lot of the older videos he thought were lost forever, so that was cool.
What about the video game vault where they discussed Mario Party and how many palms have been destroyed?
Remember that one? Yeah. They said that was the first time I heard about the glove thing.
Yeah, same here. It's like, I could definitely imagine.
God damn! Listen to this.
You had to be there for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's great. I love
And
that.
meanwhile, a bunch of nerds gathered together to watch Final Fantasy XIV get destroyed, and then
Yeah,
rebuilt.
that was great. That was great.
Final Fantasy XIV was destroyed, but now it's Final Fantasy XIV that's destroying World of Warcraft.
All right, the battle's going to start soon.
You gotta admit though, that sword is a lot cooler than the mace that Sauron has.
I agree.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch the fight. This is going to be fun.
I'm not sure if Man-at-Arms actually made the Lich King's sword.
I think they did
It's guys,
actually.
step out. Step battle.
There we
Let's do
go.
this.
I want them to make the Saba and the dagger that Tommy Oliver used to have though.
Don't know if they did, but I'm
Nah,
sure they will.
They made the
March.
power.
They're
They made the
already
Black Ranger
replicas.
power axe.
Meanwhile, in the ice world.
All right, Doctor
Meanwhile,
Cool.
in ice hell.
Oh,
This would not have worked as sprites.
No. Especially when there are no sprites of either opponent unavailable.
yeah. It wouldn't
Yeah,
even
but
make
they
sense
managed
either.
to. They managed to do the sprite works themselves though. I'm just saying though, even if this was sprites, it wouldn't have worked.
Oh, here we go.
The moment he has it's revealed he has the One Ring. That's when you know, oh, Lich King is screwed.
Ooh, the wolf.
I turned it into an animality. Congratulations.
You know what? You know whose animality makes the least amount of sense?
Oh.
Scorpion.
No, Scorpion
yeah.
makes sense at
fucking
the
raw.
It does not make sense.
It was awesome. It was one of the best fatalities.
His Mortal Kombat 4 one made sense. The Mortal Kombat 3 one, I think, did not.
Is Mortal Kombat 3 once the same thing?
No, Mortal Kombat 3 he turns into a damn penguin.
Yeah.
Ah.
Here's Mortal Kombat 11 when
I love the coloring here. It's so good.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
It was literally in Mortal Kombat
Oh.
11.
Nice.
Ooh, he's bleeding. Yeah, that's a little jank there.
Yeah, that was
Okay, that
on
could've been
purpose.
done better.
That was on purpose. Oh.
Oh no, Sauron
What?
is totally 110% dead.
Yeah, get him.
I love Fire Boo. I summon the eye.
I summoned my eye.
Let's engage in a staring contest.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, hail
I
the
love
king.
the I
Oh,
love
hail
the little
hail
like
to the
Hail
king, baby.
I love the effect where the moment he sits down, the throne starts like smoking.
Yeah.
No, that's a great detail. Let's listen to the argument.
Sauron's might was absolute, but not before he got the duel of his life in a crazy close.
I like the callback to the Lord of the Rings trilogy when he breaks the sword, but you know, you kind of have to cut off his hands or his fingers rather to
Yeah,
be
but I
able
don't
to
think.
make that
Yeah, but I
matter.
don't think the Lich King thought to do that. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
let's
Isildur
watch it
where
now.
he did it on instinct.
Watch the analysis.
After all, the plague is intended
I'm
for-
just disappointed we didn't get a Dragon Ball Z style beam
Sword fight.
struggle.
Dragon Ball Z beam struggle.
Also, yeah, apparently the Lich King can float.
Yeah.
He's kind of got a thing for breaking swords.
Yeah.
Let's compare
Yep.
their power. While their highest limits are certainly nebulous, interestingly enough, some of the most impressive feats from both worlds involve lifting islands.
Huh, how
Sauron is a
convenient.
more powerful Maya than Osei, and the Lich King could reliably defeat someone with Gul'dan's magic. It is possible to gauge the difference.
Almost
in
like
power
World
by
of Warcraft
measuring
was
Maya's
heavily
past
inspired by
rings.
Tolkien or
Keep in
something.
mind, Gul'dan had a bunch of
Sponsored
That's
by,
secret. You're not
no.
supposed to say that.
Turns out Osei was doing
Sponsored
twice
by,
the
no.
work.
We
By
don't talk
Ooh.
about that.
official maps to determine
I
the
love
bottom
this.
left
I
islands,
love this, by
It
the
was also
way.
heavily inspired by
2
Warhammer.
quadrillion tons of
That's
rock
so cool. I love how they
versus
figured this
4 quadrillion
out.
tons. Among further energy required to actually lift these through the ocean, of course. Both
It's a
impressive,
shame that they
sure,
can't
but
use Warhammer,
Sauron
because
had
obviously if
the
they do,
edge.
they get sued.
And for the final nail in the coffin, the Lich King might have been super scary, but he really wasn't around for all that long. At least not when compared to
Yeah,
Deku
Arthurus is
Sauron,
only like in
who was
his
warring with
20s
the
when he
world
became the
for
Lich King,
thousands of years.
and
Yeah.
Sauron's been
King
around for
certainly
like
wasn't afraid
hundreds
of
or even
Sauron, but the
like
ruler of
over
Mordor's
1,000
awesome
years.
might, enduring spirit, and millennia of treachery proved him the superior Dark Lord. Wow! Is that it? What? Are you sour on the pun? Told Keen about it.
Absolute
Boo!
failure. Absolute failure. No, I'm joking. It's
How
So
about
you know what
Fox?
ain't a
go.
failure?
I'm gonna go first. I'm going to say that
Yeah.
this was a worthy death. I'm gonna put it below Deadpool versus Deathstroke. I don't think this is good enough to say it's time for a death battle because there's some jank and it's a little bit slow and it's a little bit over too quickly.
Yeah, same here. I'll put it there as well.
I would say
I would say.
for me. Hang on.
hang
I go next. Remember, there's a particular order. All right. I would say above Deadpool because it has a lot less jank, but I just think it's what's the word I'm looking for? I guess pretty. It has a lot going for it in terms of its colors and such. Like
Sorry,
when
my
the
dog
volcano,
is yelping.
it has better effects like the coloring when the volcano explodes in the ice. It's just one part of the sky is blue, one part of the sky is red. I love that shit, and that does push it over it for me.
It's got
But
some
yeah,
nice
Warby
contrast
Death.
going on, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I would put in Warby Death as well, above Deadpool. Okay, Gizmo, you're up.
Yeah, I would put it above the Deadpool versus Deathstroke 2, if not for like the better looking effects, coloring and stuff like that. If anything, I think because they had little to work with compared to that episode, that actually looks a lot better. Because
Yeah.
Deadpool versus Deathstroke, they had to deal with the whole city, road, cars, different weaponry, different styles, that kind of thing. While here, they had like an icy it was like all glacier background, a chair, a volcano, and just two dudes fighting. Well, which
Yeah.
I think made it all the better because they didn't have to worry about, oh, what about that car? We've already seen that car. But what about the road? Did they made a dent in it? Well, we have to put a dent in it because yada yada yada. All
Yeah,
you had to worry about was like five things.
Yeah. So you're above Deadpool. RGS, you're up. Where would you put it?
Agreed. I just think it's a lot more sophisticated. We can see the advancement of the 3D animation that's seen. I really like it because it did feel like a really interesting match between a more lumbering and not endearing, intimidating threat that was Sauron and the young, a bit more agile but still quite bulky looking Arthas. I was really keen on the announcement of this fight because I wondered how they were going to approach it. I was a little bit worried about how they would approach the whole thing with Sauron's will and stuff if they were going to use Shadow of War a little bit to composite Sauron, since as seen in that game, it does take an equal will, much like Sauron's, to force him into a stalemate. He does eventually break that stalemate by the time of the movies, but it still shows that his will can be tested, much like Arthas's and such. It was just overall a really interesting fight. The environments were really interesting as well. It was just really good. I didn't have really any qualms with it other than a few little bits of jank. So
Yeah.
I would
You know
put it
what?
above.
I'll put it above Archie. I'm gonna switch mine to above Archie Sonic versus Wally West.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I would put it above Wally versus Archie Sonic.
Yeah. All right.
Because
Jam.
it has a good
You're
end
up.
as well.
I'm new to this, and this is literally the first time, so I'm gonna just agree with you guys.
Okay, so the
literally,
categories
this is me,
are
as
No,
a guy
no,
who
no.
literally plays fighting games and doesn't believe in tier lists.
Okay.
Let's just say I'm gonna agree with you guys.
Okay. So,
So
I'll
highest
explain.
rank-
Okay. Oh yeah. No.
highest
I'll
rank
explain.
is it's time for a death battle. Then it follows worthy
Dude,
death.
I know what tier list.
He,
Dude,
he
I play
sees it.
fighting
He
games.
sees it.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
he's
enough.
good. He's good. Okay, so we agreed on this.
I know what it is.
We have the
Kev, you
votes
know
to
me
go.
for
Right.
how many years now?
All right,
Whatever,
we're
let's
gonna
just move on.
let's move on. Let's do this.
Wheel of morality. Turn. Show us the lesson we should learn.
Oh shit! What are we gonna get? Oh!
Alex.
Oh wow, this is one of the worst
Alex.
episodes ever recorded.
I like this
Yeah,
episode. I mean,
this is one of the
Alex,
weirder ones, though.
if
This is
I
one
were
of the
right
weirder
next-
but
matchups.
yeah, it's a
Alex,
weird
if I were right
episode.
next to you, I'd give you my condolences directly.
Yeah, I know you hate this episode, so it's going to be interesting to see. I
Okay.
remember liking the analysis, but not so much the animation. Let's get to it. Let me
We're
get
gonna
the
be
boy
more
episode
Tommy
up.
Dirty.
Okay, now another thing is the voice acting on the Power Rangers part is good. The voice acting
good.
on Zex's part is shit.
Weird.
Let's get to that. Let's get to that at the end. But let's give the episode a chance.
The old Screw Attack logo. I missed that.
Missed that one.
Yeah.
Dude, I got the last of their merch.
You know, I want to say I was at SGC when they announced this matchup, and people were hyped. People were screaming at the top of their lungs when they announced this at SGC. It was awesome.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Honestly, for me, and this is my personal opinion, I love it before they reveal the Wisdom Boomstick thing. I loved it. Like it's like
I love both personally. I mean, they did have their designs a bit early on in season 2, but it was like prototype designs. Like you can find those online, but I remember they had those at SGC and whatnot. But yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I personally like both.
After 10,000 years, I am free. It's time to conquer
when they had their rolling games, they're a lot. In my opinion, they were better. They were literally a lot better.
By the way, Jamie, the weirdest thing is that Alpha is voiced by Billy from Billy and Mandy.
Oh,
I'm not kidding.
Oh, Jason, we miss you, man.
Yes.
Salute.
Yeah.
Wife
God
did you
bless you,
dirty.
man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Jason.
We miss you, buh.
The White Tigerzord, one of the greatest mecha in the history of mecha.
Yeah,
May not
absolutely.
be Burning Gundam, but I still love it.
Burning Gundam is like in the top 10, and so is this.
What about Gurren Lagann?
Mess me with that.
But it's
I'm
one of the,
a bit more
but it's-
partial to get Robo.
Boomstick agrees. He agrees it's the best one, baby. Hell
Vegas.
yeah.
Correct.
Oh, come on! You're not supposed to kick my ass. I'm
He's
the
doing
one who's...
Chun-Li.
that's not Chun-Li's move.
Oh, who was Oh, no, you're right. Who was it? Oh, it was Mortal Kombat guy. Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
Luke
Kombat
Kang,
guy. I
Luke
told you.
Luke Kang. I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass.
Yes.
By destroying an unrelated object. Is there a better explanation of the Japanese version, Alex?
You know, I feel like I want to mention this.
Is there a better explanation
Jay,
than the Japanese version for what now?
For why Tommy he regained his senses after
watch
after
this,
he
hey guys,
destroyed
watch
the
this,
sword?
watch this.
We miss you, Tommy.
Yes.
All right, so Kevin, ask your question again. I was distracted by the stupid.
What? What just happened, guys?
He talks. He talks to birds.
Well, Saba had to talk to a bird. So what was the question again?
Kevin asked,
Talking sword is not that
Ranger
out of the
losing
ordinary.
Powers was explained better in the
Bulls.
Sentai Zoo Ranger.
Bulls.
I want to mention this. Jason's White Ranger movies. Hang on, what? Jason's White Ranger movies releasing next year.
Yep.
So it's still very much
man.
happening.
It's
Awesome.
gonna be really sad knowing that he's not gonna be able to see the final production.
Kevin,
Yeah.
what did you
But
ask?
he got his
I
White
asked,
Ranger
is
movie
the
he's always
plot
wanted.
is the plot of the Green Ranger turning back into the White Ranger better than the Japanese version, or
There is
not?
no plot of the Green Ranger turning into the White Ranger in the Japanese version.
So is it like different characters then altogether?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
because
RGS
The,
would
White
know
Ranger
this.
yeah, because the White Ranger is from a series called Die Ranger over in Japan, whereas Green is from Zhu Ranger.
New Rangers?
I have several questions about that.
Hi,
That
Bridge.
Oh, there's
maneuver.
Jewish Rangers?
What was that jank?
That's
10 out of
10 out of 10.
that's early 2000s
Oh,
for you.
Ninjetti.
Hey, I'm gonna get you. Wait, where are you going? I'm gonna get
God
you now.
damn. They're fast.
Why are you running?
Woo!
This is this is a strange piece of analysis on their part because it kind of assumes that all Rangers have the same
Yeah, they assume they have the same abilities.
power
using
boost,
Morphin
which is weird because
I mean, technically
Rangers-
that would, if they all have the same power source.
yeah, but this was from
I mean-
SPD, and SPD was from like, well, now, so you know.
How many
also,
Power
a
Ranger
lot of
teams?
SPD
Like, how many
is
Power Ranger
civilian
teams
powers.
actually, tap into the morphing grid? Is what I'm wondering.
That's a good question. They kind of stopped referencing the morphing grid after a while.
That's sad.
Yeah, but the big question is when, though. That's the thing, because if they stopped that around, let's say, not galaxies.
That
That's
shit is so cool. I wish I grew
yeah.
up with Power Rangers.
White
It was
Tiger
it was-
Ultrazord.
I have one of my
Fucking great.
best friends who also is a huge Power Ranger fan and loves the Japanese.
Oh, the
versions of
the game is so good. God,
yeah.
that's awesome.
it's kind of a shame that you can only play as. There's one fighting game where you play as the Rangers and one fighting game where you play as like the Zords, and that's kind of a shame.
Yeah,
And then
that's fair.
there's Battle for the Grid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Battle for the Grid, you play as the Rangers.
I wish
and then
Battle
the
for the
Beaten
Grid
by a
had
Dragon
more-
Sword in one shot.
No, wait.
had more actual
Power
Ranger
Rangers.
stuff in it.
Hold on. I think I'm getting my games mixed up. Oh yeah, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Yeah, Battle
Power
for the
Rangers
Grid.
It's
Battle for the
goofy.
Grid. Just the Rangers.
Power Rangers goofiness is so endearing. Now let's get to something super serious.
Okay,
Super
so
serial.
Gundam Wing is actually the 6th series in the Mobile Suit series.
Oh, here's a fun fact: the Mighty Morphin fighting game on SNES. The same developers also made a Gundam Wing fighting game on the SNES as well.
And they use this same the same
Damn,
engine,
you
didn't
cold,
they?
Hero.
Nobody
Yeah,
in
it's
this
the same
show
engine.
talks like an actual human being. They
Welcome
talk like
to Japan.
They talk like 15-year-old edgelords. Even
This
G
is
Gundam had more
Epyon.
realistic.
Considering these are 15-year-olds being made to get into that goddamn robot Shinji, oh wait, what? Yeah, I would assume any 15-year-old would talk like that.
Yeah, they were literally made to just like go inside those robots or mobile suits, rather.
This is an awesome suit, I want to say.
Yeah, the Epyon's pretty cool.
Epyon is actually DLC in a Gundam video game.
That's
Game
hilarious.
as well as Burning Gundam and Master Gundam.
Gundam.
Gundanium.
That's always funny.
Gundanium.
That sounds
Gundanium.
like that's bullshittery.
So good.
Dude, Kryptonium sounds more legit than that Gundanium.
Kryptonite actually makes sense. The Gundanium is no.
Sunrise still needs to have a more original
like-
idea than giant robots.
That's like Pokemon has own metal called Pokeadium.
Oh God! Don't give
What
them
about
ideas.
Unobtainium?
Isaac. Voiced by Brian Drummond in the English dub.
With that shit, unobtainium.
And he was voiced by Dio in the Japanese.
Dio!
So he's voiced by Vegeta in English, but by Dio in Japanese.
Like
Yeah.
a rainbow in the dark. But you said Dio.
I
didn't know
are
Ronnie
you saying
James
it's
Dio
all-
could speak Japanese.
Oof.
Did I tell you right now? If I got a Gundam, I'd be taking that everywhere.
You'd pick up chicks in a Gundam.
To cut
up
in
to
line in
Burger
the
King,
fucking
yeah, I'd
drive-through
like,
in and out. Use it to goddamn go to the moon for some private time.
Oh my god!
That's stupid. That's a stupid name.
They literally
And
trade
they're
peace.
Japanese.
Oh, it's the waifu.
Backhand,
smacks
oh yeah,
people.
backhand me, baby.
Woo!
Does anyone even remember her?
Noin.
I do.
Noin?
Age badly.
1 minute and 10 seconds later.
Fucking Noin? How do you name
That name,
somebody
though.
Noin?
I
Noin.
don't
I'm gonna name.
know.
I'm gonna
here's
name
how
my
you do it.
child that.
Here's how you do it. You look at
Don't
look
you
at one
fucking
too
dare
many
call Joe.
Domino's pizza ads, and you see the Noid, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna name her that. Take away the D and leave an N there instead. And you're like, yeah, there you go, Noin. No, not the Noid, Noin. And you only do that after a few too many beers.
Noin.
Yes. This thing. I love the animation. The animation.
That,
is so
or you're
good.
playing with one of those pipe toys where it's like, Noin.
By the way,
When you turn it upside down.
we need to have Domon go up against somebody.
I just
we don't
want a
talk about
Gundam.
that. Don't talk about that.
Yes,
Who again?
Mom. Yep, we'll talk later.
Ooh, Zero, the Shining Gundam?
No.
Ooh.
Like I said, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
We'll just wait.
Let's. I love how fucked up this is.
Oh, that's right, for the nightmares. He says it so casually. He
Yeah,
doesn't
so
even go,
notice how
oh,
they're
that's right, for the
highlighting certain
nightmares.
fatal flaws of the Epyon system that should, by all rights, cripple it.
Yeah.
God
Bro, there's
damn
no-
that face.
I don't care how fearful you are. There's no way you can see all that shit and be like, yeah, that's real.
Well, that's the thing. It
I
tells
mean,
you that
to-
it
I
can
mean,
be
it's
real.
one thing if you're like, yeah, you get hit by Scarecrow's fear toxin. Literally anything
Or
could be possible at that
Asnod's
point.
or Asnod's fear.
No, Gizmo,
I mean-
Gizmo.
But this is just a place
Point.
where it's like
No,
giant
guys, let
robots and
RGS
that's
talk.
it.
Let RGS
Gizmo.
talk. What are you saying,
The
RGS?
point is that it can be real if he's not careful. It's like a literal future telling.
But it's like this
Yeah,
though.
and
The Gundam, they only have Gundams, humans, and that's it. And the special Gundams are like what? Pretty unique to each person from what I can see.
Hold
Even
on.
if they try getting copied,
Well,
it's
they
like
also have the
it's-
Zakus.
I mean, it's like
All right,
yeah,
guys,
but those are built
animation time,
specifically
let's-
for, like soldiers, like pawns.
All right, guys, let's give the animation a chance.
Yeah,
Let's
but
watch.
any mobile
Let's go ahead.
Not gonna
I
give
will
this
pause it.
animation any chances because this is terrible.
I will keep it paused. We are
Nintendo.
giving this animation a chance. You can rip it to shreds when this episode is
So
over.
you're
Super
telling me
Nintendo
there's a
sprites.
chance.
They did my boy dirty.
Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a watch. Then we can.
I'll be
rip
back
it
in a
down.
moment. Just gotta let my dog out.
Okay, so I guess
You're
we're gonna
good.
just be sitting here. We're waiting for
Yeah,
him
we're
to get
just-
back.
I'm ringing you guys in. We are going to give this animation a chance. Then you can rip it apart when we're done with the episode. I will get my woman voice out. Do you want the cartoon woman voice out?
No, but I want to
become
say one more
Karen.
thing.
Oh, you're a woman? That sounds
Well,
wrong.
what do you
I
hang
want
on,
to with your
And
manager,
she doesn't
man.
want to go outside. I continue.
All right, well, hang on. What are you saying, RGS?
Go!
I just want to say one more thing.
Go, Power Rangers!
Let him finish. I'm gonna keep it paused until we let him finish.
God damn it.
No. I just want to say one more thing. Instead of making it Tommy versus Epyon,
You
should have just been
bitch!
like a Gundam protagonist battle royale.
You know what?
That'd
That
be
would
a
have been
bit too
interesting.
big.
That would be.
That would
would've
be
been
interesting.
All right.
That would have
Alright,
been a
let's
bit too
start
big,
it.
and Domon
We're
would be the
starting it.
winner.
We're starting. Give it a
Yeah,
chance,
oh,
guys.
Would be
Come
the
on.
winner.
God Gundam kind of busted.
Ooh, that's very blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burning Gundam is busted for being a shonen protagonist.
God
Ooh.
Burning
Gundam.
Gundam's my boy, though.
Look, I know it's called God Gundam, RGS, but
God, it sounds so stupid.
Burning
The
Gundam
sprite
just
looks
rolls
much
off the
better with
tongue.
him.
Burning Gundam sounds cooler, man. God
Nah,
Gundam
nah,
just sounds
God
like you
Gundam.
just gave it to some 5-year-old Christian boy, and he's like, God Gundam? Yeah, God Gundam. His name is God Gundam. A Burning Gundam, though. Yeah, Burning Gundam. You say that out loud. Sounds awesome. Sounds like something out of a rock
She's
band.
all
Dialogue
crazy.
is cringe. Which, by the way, Zex is not voiced by an actual voice actor, unlike Chris
Not the
Miyoski.
waifu!
Of one of the more obscure waifus.
Meanwhile, Zex is voiced by a guy who's just a blogger, and nothing else.
Is this
To
the
be
only
fair,
thing
this
he's
was
ever
very
voiced
early
in?
on. They didn't have access to that many voice actors, so I'm
I
willing
mean,
to
they
let
had
a little
access to the
bit slide.
TFS guys and Chris Niosi here.
Ugh.
Yeah, that voice
Gross.
acting is really bad.
No,
I don't mind it.
He's so close to the mic.
Yeah, like he's having an intimate relationship with it.
Did anyone actually suggest this, or was it Screwtek's idea?
Oh, it was a popular matchup, I believe.
How was
There was a
this
lot of
a
hype for it
popular
at
matchup?
SGC.
Yeah, it was.
I was at SGC at the time. There was so much hype for this. Ooh.
This one makes no sense, though.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
We'll
mostly
talk
due-
about that in a bit.
It's mostly due to the fact that they are both the sixth
Ugh.
rangers of their respective shows,
That's true.
and also, the fact that
Ooh.
both characters are, and the fact that both characters essentially were pawns to evil masterminds.
Ooh.
Epyon. You can't even pronounce your own Gundam's name right.
I like the spinning effect that he does. Ooh.
And suddenly
Uh-oh.
he has a vision of the future.
Was Dino Thunder out at this point?
Yes,
Sure.
Dino
Yeah, but it's
Thunder
already been out.
was out in like 2005.
So, wouldn't you think... Wait, so this was around that time?
This would have been like...
Yeah, this would have been way after.
This kind of destroys the pacing.
I remember
I
when
would
this
think...
episode was new. This was
Wait, what's
recent. This was like... Okay,
This is
granted,
season
this,
2, Jamie.
This was 8 years ago.
Oh, I love this.
For real? Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Not gonna
that makes
lie,
sense.
for like early like screw attack animation, it's not bad. It's not bad. This is probably the best. The lightning was actually the best animation.
Yeah, this is a cool effect. Ooh, the spray has been updated.
You know, the worst part is that even though Tommy gets
Ooh,
to
I like
use
the
the
size
Megazord,
difference there.
even though Tommy gets to use the Megazord in both of his death battles, unfortunately he loses both battles.
To be fair, those lost were
But I'm
deserved.
Yeah, like the Power Rangers, lost like what 3 out of the 4 battles.
Yeah,
And
3 out of 4.
only 2 of those were actually justifiably lost.
No, we're justifiable. Ooh.
Step away from your
Sorry,
fucking
Rosie.
microphone. Right, like Tommy couldn't just bail out of the damn Megazord like he always does.
I mean, it happened too fast. Or else watch the
No, it
analysis.
Die in a fire death battle.
Let's watch.
Nope. 0 out of 10, absolute
And
failure.
it's gone.
Well, I'm trying
And
to. Let's watch the analysis.
And it's gone.
Oof.
Where are you hitting though?
But that's not due to
Right-
the Epyon's
right
power. That's
in the
due to
crotch.
the output ring saver.
Bet.
Right in the crotch, I swear. The animation, I've seen worse. At least for internet, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Trust
I've
me.
seen the
We'll
Vulcan
talk
Skull
about it.
reunion.
We'll talk.
Seen
We'll
worse.
talk about it in a bit. We'll talk about it in a bit. Let's finish the episode.
Okay.
At this point, they have to give Tommy Oliver the Master Morpher and like pin him up against someone who has similar powers.
I would love to see Jason appear in a future death battle. He does. I would love that. But we should talk about.
Okay,
get to
so
this. Here it is.
here
Alex,
are
yep,
the
Alex, you go.
problems with this episode. Where is this episode, by the way? This is season 2, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, season 2. So this is right next to
Okay.
Godzilla.
Oh,
Right next to
God.
Godzilla and Ryu versus Scorpion. So right here.
Boy.
Okay.
The fourth row
Okay,
for me.
so
It was
I'm putting this in
fine.
absolute failure because
Oof.
here's a few problems. For one, they messed up the calculations on the speed and strength and stamina of the Megazord. They also messed up the size calculations. They've got it hit at approximately, I think they had it at like what, 30 or 40 feet when the Ultra Tigerzord is like 60 feet tall. And then they also, you can tell I did the research on this one, and they have the speed and strength calculations for the Rangers off because I've gone through the lore, or their equations for this shit. They completely ignored, and you know, they basically just randomly cherry picked out specific Ranger feats rather than going with like going with like a more general look at what Rangers can do, because if they'd gone with anything after Dino Thunder, they might have actually been in danger of coming across other Rangers who had higher power levels, but we'll ignore that for right now. One of the big problems with this is that this came out, this was 2013. Let me see. I think Super Mega Force was on the air or when this came out.
Oh, that was spooky. Super Mega Force.
Mega Force was
where would you put it, Alex? An absolute failure. Where would you put it?
Absolute failure. I'm gonna put this. Excuse me. I'm gonna put this at the top of absolute failure because it is at least interesting. Yeah. So Super Mega Force. Super Mega Force. Okay, so this was during regular Mega Force, not Super Mega Force. So okay.
Mega Force, any Mega Force.
All right.
Even so, there were other Power Rangers feats from after SPD that they could have pulled from them, but they didn't. And I don't know. I don't really get how they came up with their calculations. It's like, oh, this and what other Rangers can do informs what these guys can do. If you'd gone to like Operation Overdrive and used the big crossover episode from that, you might have actually been able to pull out some more recent stats. But you know, fuck you.
Right.
It's bad.
Anyway,
they fucked it up.
Right.
I'd say pretty bad.
Kevin.
I'd say pretty bad between right where it is right now.
Yeah, I'm the
not
same spot because you go first.
It's like it's not exactly like first of all, I'll not even like the research wise, but the animation was kind of weird. in a lot of places, and
Leg.
don't even get me started on the voice acting for the Gundam side of things, because the voice acting for the Power Rangers thing is on point. Chris Neosea is great as Tommy Oliver. Unfortunately, the guy who they got for Zex, not even a voice actor, just a blogger. And it's clear that he had a very intimate relationship with his microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like
Anyway,
that.
I would put it at the bottom as well because I like the analysis part. I think that was the best part of the episode. Honestly, the analysis was funny and it was interesting. But then the fight, I mean, as I think it was Jamie that said this, it's not the worst animated, but I mean, compared to the other,
there's been
episodes,
worse.
but
There's been
compared to
worse.
the other, I mean, compared to the other 2D episodes before, it's not very good. It has like 2 or 3 good shots, but it does. I wouldn't say fall flat, but it's just mediocre. It's not the worst anime. There's no major errors in its animation. It's just
Uninspired.
Yeah, that's a good word
Guys,
for
I'm
it.
gonna
And
call.
the
I'll be right
result,
back.
I mean,
Yep.
You're good. And as Alex said, the research is very flawed. I do agree the Epsilon would probably win, but that's just my opinion. I could be fucking wrong for all I know. So
It is
yeah, I'll
so
put it at the very
heavily-
bottom, but pretty bad.
It is so not as heavily slanted as they think it is that it's not even funny, and the weaknesses of Epyon are so dramatic that Tommy definitely would have been able to take advantage of them. And even so, he could have bailed out of the damn suit and got inside Epyon and fucked Zex up in person.
No, I don't think he would have been
No,
able to
that
do
kind
that.
of
But that's
they
what
won't
he
be-
does.
No.
You remember what
that's
he did
what
in
he
Evil
does.
Evil?
That's what honestly, that's what anyone would have done. But that they only add that kind of thing there for dramatic effect. You know that.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. We need to wrap this up. But Gizmo, you're up.
Yeah. So no buenas, no me gusta. I'll have to put it on pretty bad, but right on top of Rorinora Zoro versus whatever the fuck that girl from Fairy Tail. I would say that because the matchup itself, if you were to say it out loud, Tigerzord versus Epyon, it's at least a head turner. It's at least a head turner, gets you interested enough. You're like, what was that? What the match against who? You know, like it's got some good stuff. Like the fact that this is actually the first time they had Tommy appear is actually cool. It's pretty cool.
It's interesting that they have that this is also the first time they had a Power Ranger representative and a Gundam representative, because I don't think they had
that's true.
Two really cool firsts.
Two first.
First Gundam and first Power Ranger rep. But
I would believe this. Like I said, I would believe this victory more if this were Domon he was fighting, because as Domon in G Gundam is absurd.
But the thing is, besides say the music choice, the fast paced fighting, I would say that's where the good stuff ends. Some of the animation is jank. I mean, that fucking stomp looks so out of place.
Yeah.
It looks like Microsoft Paint,
Some of their
motherfucker.
sprite manipulation leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, and everyone's already mentioned the fucking voice acting for the Epyon pilot. I can make jokes about that all day. But and
This
what's
was
even
2013.
Yeah, there you go. What's worse though, I think forget the nail in the coffin. This was outright a bullet to the head. What put that bullet in the head was that they ignored everything that Tommy has done past Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, there was no Zeo. They brought in stuff from MMPR
There was
season
no
3.
Minjetti. There was no movie references.
Well, there was
no
Minjetti reference, but nothing he did.
There was no Zeo, no Dino Thunder. It was really weird because at this point he had the Master Morpher, I think.
Yeah, no. Master Morpher was a GoBusters thing.
Okay, so that was a lot later. So if anything, that should have at least given him a bigger chance against Epyon because of experience. As
Although,
far as I know,
technically, I
as
think
far
he
as I know,
should have had
Epyon
the
has only
Master
appeared
Morpher
in
by
that
that point.
series alone. Not to mention all the multiverse bullshit that Tommy had to go through too.
Well, that
Any-
was also
Disagree there.
Anyway,
X
after.
does
so
have
after
a
If anything,
military
like
career.
if anything, if they want to make up for this episode, they have to bring back Tommy with the Master Morpher against someone that makes sense size wise, character wise, and makes sense opposite and similarity
Who
wise.
would
Yeah, that's the
Tommy
question. Who
face?
would it be?
Honestly.
But if we start wondering who
Oh,
would be
hang
all
on. I
day,
know who to
so
ask.
I
I
have
know who to
to.
ask. RG. Hang on. I know who to ask. RGS. Who from Common Rider should face Tommy?
Right. So let me tell you this. We're not giving him Omazeo. Omazeo was too strong and already works thematically for Lord Draken, mostly because Omazeo is literally balls OP.
Yeah.
So you want a rider who can use the powers of other riders,
Mhm.
and they are limited.
No, I was
Same
gonna
way
say
to
a
make it
rider
easy
that
with
transforms into a different rider form. So in that case, we're limited to Black and Black RX.
anyway, so your thoughts on RGS?
Yeah. How would you rank it?
Right. First off, I wanna touch on the things. Fucking right. I think you are kind of underlying like Zek's thing, Gizmo. Zek does have a military experience and does have like a military career of like 20 years, so they would even out in experience, I believe.
True, but if you compare that to Tommy Oliver's experience, that's like peanuts compared to what he's done and
Yeah,
experienced.
if we're
Like he
gonna
went
use
from
the
teenager
whole
to
of
adult. This guy was like only an adult by the time he was piloting the Gundam.
yeah,
Like
but
think
that's
how many years have
Let's
you're
guys.
passed.
using
Let's
with
wrap this
Tommy
up.
as a whole.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, that's because you're using Tommy as a whole. They were using strictly White Ranger Tommy. Unfortunately, they just used really shitty ways to explain Power Ranger feats as
Yeah,
fucking
they were using other series to explain the feats while also only really referencing MMPR for Tommy, which that was the strangest thing. It feels like you should be pulling in stuff from all of the other eras if you're going to be
It's like
referencing.
it's like they
yeah,
didn't
nothing
have
from
I
time
Zero.
to
agree.
look at everything. Anyways, RGS, continue.
As everybody's mentioned, yeah, there were good parts in the fight, but ultimately it was kind of stagnant and kind of boring, especially for an interesting matchup like Epyon versus Tigerzord. And obviously, as fucking Alex has mentioned, or is it Alex? Oh no, I did a ban. Yes, it is Alex. Um,
Hmm.
the Tigerzord does have a lot more stance, and I do think Epyon's weaknesses should have been more touched upon, like the use of the Zero system messing with his mind, where he's unable to tell reality from the system's suggestions. And that would be an interesting way to have Tommy always get an offense back until Zex decides to just mellow out and just focus heavily on his opponent rather than if he could win or not.
Yeah.
It's also just a case where I'm not really keen on them saying, "Oh yeah, if he used the beam saber to cut a thing, that means he's stronger." No, that's just because he has that output with the beam saber, and the beam saber is able to do that because it's a fucking beam saber, not because it's specifically tied to Epyon. It's just that beam sabers are able to cut through shit if given enough.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, and that's fucking stupid. If anything, they should have said, because this is Epyon's base output with a beam saber, that's what he's capable of. Not that he can just do that normally, because it does take
Yeah.
quite a fucking bit. As everyone's mentioned, this would go in at the top of, or at least what Gizmo mentioned, at the top of pretty bad, because it is a good matchup. It's just unfortunately it's marred down by a lot of death battle fuckery, as we mentioned before with Virgil versus Sephiroth and other matchups.
All right, so we got 2 votes for the bottom of pretty bad, 2 votes for the pretty bad at the top, and 1 for the top of absolute failure. Alex, do you want to break that tie?
I was the top of absolute failure.
I know, that's what I said. Yours was at top, and there's 2 at the
Okay,
bottom.
I'm putting it at the bottom of absolute failure then. That way we can have it at the top of absolute failure like I wanted.
This is a democracy, Alex.
Democracy.
Democracy.
My
It's a
loyalty
democracy!
is to the Republic, to democracy.
Don't make me kill you.
Alright, so since we have 1 vote at the top of absolute failure and 2 at the bottom are pretty bad, let's keep it where it's at, I think. Are we on agreement on that?
Okay.
Yeah, if you want.
Here's one more
Yeah.
question, though.
No,
if they use. Here's one more question, though. If they use Tommy Oliver in his green and white form, do you think he'll come back in a Zero or Thunder or Dino Thunder form?
Sorry about that.
You're good. Jam, we're in a bit of a pickle. We're in a bit of a pickle. So we're tied between the top of pretty bad and the bottom of pretty bad. How would you rank it?
Bottom of pretty bad and top of absolute failure.
Where would you put it, Jam?
Can you hear me? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm gonna say it was kind of bad. It was what, like 2013, 2014 when they released this shit.
Yeah, 2013.
And in my opinion, early Screw Attack was complete shit. Or I'm sorry, early Death Battle was complete shit. They literally had no idea what they're doing. They literally didn't.
That's bullshit. We literally have some season 1 and
had
2
an
episodes at the
idea,
very
but
top.
because of the limited resources they had, they could not do everything that they could do now.
I'm saying some of them. Some of them are complete shit. Some of them. So
okay, fair.
Let's leave it where it is and hit the button. Spin the
One
wheel.
more. One last question though before we do this.
No, I already spin it. No, we're doing this.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Wow! Okay.
Damn it!
Another modern.
Hey!
The most recent
one.
death
How you
battle.
doing?
The most
literally.
So this means
the
we're
most
probably going to
boring.
get taken down again.
No. Rooster Teeth has been very good on not touching us.
I know.
Okay, Alex, let me.
Rooster Teeth.
Please have all the footage backwards.
Hang on. Hi, Rooster Teeth. We like you. We love you.
No, we don't.
You want to get us banned? No! We're gonna get banned!
Fuck Ruby.
Oh no!
Your Rule 34 is the only good thing about it.
Oof.
What?
That might take
This death battle had
got rid of Vic Mignogna. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, I want to talk about
this death battle. Seemed to have some potential in some of its setup, but the problem is really more or less the execution and the character writing.
The fact
we'll
that
talk
Asta
about that.
exists, yes, I agree.
That's not what I.
Ooh man, that's some harsh words.
I want to say, when this episode was first announced, Death Battle got death threats over this. Like,
I heard about that.
Really?
They did.
Really? One of the researchers had to like come out and talk about why they picked this one, and they had several options for Deku because they wanted to use Deku specifically, and they decided that Asta would be used because thematically it was the best one that they had, and they believed that they could make it really good, and I think it's good, but we'll talk about that when we get to that. So I will go on a rant on this later, but this episode exposed how petty the anti-Death Battle community truly is. Like, holy fuck. I can't wait to talk about that.
We couldn't even get All Might versus Might Guy or Shoto Todoroki versus Zuko. We had to get the one that I'm not a big fan of. Not even because the guy I wanted to win and lost. No,
I am
just
not a fan of the Zuko fight.
Yeah, the Zuko fight isn't very good. I will say this is my second favorite out of the My Hero episodes.
But still, that fight I had some kind of meme potential. Oh, someone should have at least said that's rough, buddy.
We need to get
I don't know.
You know what? We need to get All Might versus Homelander.
Wait,
No.
Just so-
Wait,
No.
No, it's
No.
completely different
But I
power
want to
levels.
see Homelander lose again.
We'll do. They can do it later, but not All Might.
Homelander versus Hancock is a better matchup.
Actually, you know what? That's actually pretty good.
I like that. Yeah.
I never would have thought
Tom
about that.
Hancock
Yeah.
versus Homelander.
Hell
they're
yeah.
both. The difference is they're both assholes, but one is loved for it and one is hated for it.
okay, one,
Right. The anime's really good, but I'm pretty sure that's obvious.
yeah, the anime adaptation is really good.
Oh, God,
Though
that
people
monster.
Nomu?
Yeah, I've seen
I
him.
will.
in
I will
shit.
point out. I will point out because someone will in the comments. The recent season has been sort of dropping the ball with the newer fights, mostly because they're working on another anime and all the budget was used on that. Ooh.
Shoot style is based off of shoot boxing.
But he's kicking.
Yes, shoot boxing is a style that.
kickboxing?
Shoot style is a form of boxing that uses your feet at times.
Oh, kickboxing.
Ooh, that was
Yeah.
a great fight.
Yeah, Deku versus Gentle Criminal. Alex, how
Yeah.
did you feel about that
I
fight?
loved that one so much. That was
It's one of the
fucking
best
great.
episodes. It's one of the best episodes.
You've been hit by.
You've been struck by a gentle criminal. Oh, this fight was
Ooh.
better. That
They
fight was
missed
better in
an
the anime than
opportunity
it
to
was
name
in
him
the
Smooth Criminal.
manga.
Absolutely. So if Bakudo ever ends up in Death Battle, you think they'll put him up against Yang or Squidward?
If they do put him up with Yang, I feel like it's going to be just as bad as the 1 minute melee.
Yeah.
1 minute melee and DBX did it. And those are both decent.
Oh yeah, I meant DBX. The DBX was like very jank. When
And here's
he-
the
Yeah.
when he was up
one
against
thing
Yang.
that I find hypocritical about the My Hero fan base, it's like oh, they have a problem with with people sexualizing, like say
Oh,
Yaoyorozu,
that noise.
Uraraka, Hagakure, and whatnot, but they have no problem sexualizing Izuku and any of the
Deku.
guys.
Shit. These are the same
Yeah.
guys who'll tell you to stop looking at Misty, but they'll fantasize about Brock being with Ash to catch him.
It's pretty funny. It's
You know, the
Yeah.
second time Deku fought against Muscular, he curb stomped him.
Oh! Boosting.
Dude, there is a fanfic where the Juggernaut like outright beat the shit out of them.
Out of
yeah, 'cause
Routinely
he's
broke his
Juggernaut.
own bones to win fights. That's face. We survived a nut shot from Koda.
Yeah. See,
Truly the best.
actually,
best beat of
he
Drake.
hasn't really beaten Bakugo in a fight. Alright, so that's inaccurate. At Stain, Muscular, and Overhaul, they are accurate.
Oh, it's that
Wait,
prick.
what's his quirk?
Who?
Everything.
Who, All for One?
Yeah.
Yeah, all for
All
one.
for One is literally an assortment of quirks that he has stolen and over the course of many years.
He can also transfer and take away quirks at will, and even give people new quirks.
Yep.
Hold on.
They
He's
haven't
like
made a
Power Broker and
have they made a story revolving around that? Not
What?
him, just
Yeah.
that quirk.
No, they have not made a story revolving around All for One.
Missed opportunity.
Also, I just want to say the second My Hero movie is the best one. Fight me.
I don't know. World Heroes Mission is actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that was great too. I like
mean,
both,
hell,
but
that-
I think the
hell.
second one's better.
They
I
can
mean,
do whatever they want with their anime series. That just doesn't change the fact that their games are shit.
One's
Yeah.
Justice
Mm.
2 was actually pretty good.
Sorry to interrupt, just-
But
just-
let's talk about
just-
Black
just-
Clover. Hey, Alex, you want to shit on Black Clover while I'm going to the bathroom?
Oh, that's hilarious.
I tried
Voice
watching.
actor in Japan sounds terrible.
Have fun with Alex ranting. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right
I'm
back.
not going to rant. I've
before
just
you
said
go-
my piece.
Okay,
That's
let me.
racist.
I tried watching 7 episodes of this show. I could not stand it.
The manga's actually pretty good. The anime
But the
is
prob-
terrible.
But the problem is that It's like the anime ends up speeding up the pace, but they end up speeding up the pace the wrong moment.
Yeah.
That's
Well, the anime
one of the
speeds up the pace only in some things. Most
They-
of the time, it's really slow, especially early on.
which is weird considering Bleach's current anime is actually a reasonably paced. Like it cuts out all the needless stuff off and leaves in the stuff we actually care about. I'm talking like Thousand Year Blood War arc. The anime, the 2004 anime leaves out a bunch of things that really could have helped the narrative.
I'm back. Did I miss any ranting?
No, I just said
Asta literally gains power from a demon.
Based.
How is it that, and of course, he has to be as loud and obnoxious as one Naruto Uzumaki?
It has its charm.
No.
You can be loudmouth and abrasive and still be charming, but Asta, I would think, does it in a very
No, he doesn't.
Oh, there's a new Black Clover movie next year. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, only a a movie.
Yeah.
One movie. I'm like, wow, I wonder why your series hasn't been popular enough to warrant a movie. Meanwhile, Hiroaka has gotten 3 movies.
Some get more popular than others. Even it's kind of weird though because Jump has always treated Black Clover and My Hero as rivals, even though one is far more popular than the other.
Yeah, Hiroaka is far more popular than this show.
I think another thing that helped My Hero is that another thing that helped My Hero far more was that it was far more well animated than Black Clover's anime
And not
was.
only that, My Hero was actually Kohei Horikoshi's 3rd attempt at writing a manga.
Oh, I did not know that.
He tried writing in 2 other manga, which didn't succeed, and My Hero was the 3rd attempt. Thankfully, due to the adaptation, due to the American adaptation, due to America,
his voice is dying, dude. I can.
All right.
Your Jam had to go. His voice is dying, but he says, he says, nice meeting us.
Oh, okay, man.
Meet him as well. Check out his stuff.
And the thing is like, of course, the winner for this battle was as obvious, even to someone like me.
I didn't mind that because there have been one-sided episodes that have been super fun in the past.
But the thing is, this one could have been so much fun, but it just wasn't.
We'll talk. Well, nah, I don't agree with that. We'll get to that though when we get to it.
You guys.
I don't know. I just never thought it was gonna be fun. To be honest, I just kind of dismissed it.
Damn, you guys are cynical.
RGS. I just, like I said, I would try to like the. I did try to give I did try to give this series a fair chance, but I just couldn't.
Why does he have the book?
I never really cared, to be honest. I just kind of assumed he stopped.
We've already established Boomstick is Tom Bombadil.
And Bryce Papenbrook voices the demon inside of Asta.
Of course. Because it's always Bryce
Hey, he stuck the book back!
And of course, just like Kurama, Asta befriends his demon.
Magic
Stop
Naruto.
befriending your demons.
There's only one Kurama in my mind, and his favorite word is animation.
My personal only Kurama is a red-haired pretty boy who turns into a white-haired pretty boy.
I love how they're fighting over the book. That's great.
And I didn't care for the analysis.
God
I cared
damn.
to see how the fight was, because as I'm like, I already know.
I know some people were complaining about that particular beat because he technically didn't, but he very well could have anyways. That's stated in the fucking book.
Alex, I gotta tell you something interesting about the anime adaptation.
He darts light speed with a sneeze!
Time skip debut.
He darts light speed with a speed!
Like, Asta is buff around just about every other area, but his glutes are lacking. He has no ass. He has negative ass.
How is he not doing squats? Bro needs to do more squats.
He does crunches, push-ups and whatnot, but he doesn't do squats. What the fuck, man?
There's a thing called leg
You gotta
day.
commit to that damn grind.
You can't skip leg day.
I mean, Asta's got like strong thighs and
I like
calves,
that
but
rivalry.
he has
I
no
like that
glute.
rivalry.
He's got no ass. I actually pointed this out one time when they were doing like the reveal of Asta's new look in the anime, and I'm like, but he has no ass.
All right, let's watch the animation. Let's be fair.
I have been fair, Ben. The animation is kind of lame.
No, let's watch.
He doesn't mutter anymore, guys.
I already hate this. Good God.
Welcome to my club, Alex.
Oh no.
Why is Deku really pale? Why is Deku really pale? Like he's got like
another thing.
The way they are.
Yeah.
Deku's always been pale,
What?
kid, isn't
Yeah,
he?
No, not really. He's not that pale.
Yeah, he's not that pale. Ooh.
The rigging is terrible on this. It looks worse than using boomstick.
It does.
I don't see it. Ooh.
The heads look like
it's fluid,
Deku's head
but
is
it
too big
does
for his body,
kinda
and
line.
the saturation is turned up way too high on his face.
And another thing
What's
is
wrong
that
with your
by the
face?
point that Deku is at in the manga, he can use what was considered 100% without breaking his limbs.
Yep.
And thanks to another quirk of his.
Oh, hi, Zoro.
Some people were bitching about that, even though he's done it in the manga once. Ooh.
Yeah.
Where'd that
The
building
impact
come
is
from?
really lacking.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But this is a reference to something he does in the manga where he spams the move over and over.
Yeah, Alex, I know. I'm sure you've seen
Collateral
this before.
damage? What's that?
Oh, he's got Yami's sword.
Yeah, I've seen this part.
But the thing is, the difference is that in the anime and manga, there's more impact to it. He's literally just bringing him over repeatedly, over and over again at a much faster pace.
That's what he does in the That's what he does in the manga too.
I said in a much faster pace. Ace, this is just like
he just went to his final form.
He's a Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, that was a bit weird. I don't know how he did that.
What the fuck is going on?
He's a Kingdom Hearts villain now.
What? Why did?
Is his final?
Why did he slip down? Into this?
Oh.
No, they were in the air earlier. What the fuck?
He landed on the building. Oh.
They didn't. It didn't look like they landed on the building.
Did
they break
seriously,
the 180 rule in 2D again?
Yeah, they did. Alex, it's like I said, and
Edge of the sprite glitched.
I didn't see any. I did see a glitch there for a second. Ooh.
Why is he going 1,000,000% right away with this?
What the fuck?
That's another thing I've noticed. He doesn't do that with this form.
Well, it's Death Battle. They're always keen to jump
The
to
sound-
some kind of conclusion.
That doesn't happen.
That's been proven wrong so many times while we watch this. Oh, and like a Death Slam.
Deku.
Deku.
Deku. Deku, you know how this works.
What? Hang on. There's a.
Hi, Mr. Satan.
He's off to a better episode. Let's watch the analysis.
To his own.
I'm interested in knowing how they justify this bullshit.
Like I said,
it's a correct result. Deku would not win.
No, he would.
No, he would not.
Now the thing is like
Hang on.
I get the result, but at the same time, I just
need to hear this.
Feel it.
Let me hear it.
Deku was generally a smarter and more tactical fighter, but against Asta's incredible might, this time brawn beat brains.
Let's crunch some numbers! Deku's greatest feat of strength was splitting that enormous cloud formation with Bakugo.
By measuring the size of the island and comparing it to the clouds above, we can determine they dispersed over 63 trillion kilograms of water.
That's the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza. 12,000 of them!
And required an energy of nearly 80 teratons of TNT per punch.
Let's compare that to Asta, but Toli's spell was going to be
But that's
strong enough
collective
to
when you have to
vaporize
have
a
it.
country the size of the Clover Kingdom.
We can use this map from the manga to estimate the size of Clover Kingdom to be about 500 kilometers in diameter.
Damn.
Halfway
Right.
to Great Britain. Vaporizing a country of that size would require an energy of over 480 teratons of TNT, over
Right.
6 times greater than Deku's punch.
While Asta uses anti-magic, it isn't an automatic counter. It needs to be comparable in strength to the spell it's combating. And Asta's gotten way stronger since.
Asta was also quicker. Sure, scaling to Shigaraki would give Deku roughly light speed reaction time.
But Asta could dodge light in his sleep, and that's his base form. Even before transforming with
Doesn't
Leap to
Deku
get
eventually
way
get
faster.
stronger to the
And
point
since
where his
Deku and
powers
Asta's
don't hurt him
complementary
anymore?
abilities
That's what I just
Yes.
said.
each other, it
They
was
already
only a
said
matter of
this.
time before Asta simply overwhelmed him.
Especially since Deku has struggled in the past against faster opponents. Sure, Deku was smarter, but if he literally didn't have enough time to come up with a plan of attack before getting hammered, his brains were wasted.
Deku's tactical brilliance and harem-scarum tenacity definitely gave his opponent a run for his money, but Asta's raw power, blinding speed,
Why
and
did he
deadly
go
weaponry
to,
spelled the end for All Might's pupil.
Deku
to
gave it
110%
his
or
all,
a million
and I wish he had
percent
won.
as it was.
Hasta la vista.
Rather
that
than,
pun was
like,
awful.
gradually,
Asta.
rather than gradually amping up his power.
Someone
and
clearly
fighting
they
like a
clearly if they're gonna use movie feats, why didn't they use his feats against Fleck Turn?
yeah. That was gonna be
Because
another
the
one of my
Island Fleet was
questions.
better. I think the Iron Fleet was just a lot better in terms of numbers, which is why they used it.
Deku literally
Alright.
fought against his own power in that battle, and,
Yes, he did.
won.
Yep.
And
Well, I mean, it
going
was
at
his.
100%.
It wasn't like it wasn't his full power at this current arc. It was at the arc that the movie was in between. I forget which one it was.
It's supposed to be during the
okay.
Endeavor Agency arc.
Yes. All right, Alex, you go first.
I'm gonna put this in pretty bad because of a number of reasons. One of which being just the sprite work is terrible. Like
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
that by
particularly
itself is
agree.
bad. I'm not convinced by the argument they made, and then the rest of it's just bleh. It's
I did
not
my-
that great. The writing's not that great. It's not that well choreographed. It's not that well animated. It's not really very good.
Yeah, I'm in
Kevin?
agreement. It's just kind of a lame penultimate episode.
I personally, I don't. I agree. It's not a War v Death or pretty. I would say it's fine. I liked a lot about it. I think the research is pretty good. Asta does win that fight. They should have used a bit more light speed feats because Asta does have far more. Like he's able to deflect a bunch of different light speed projectiles at once with his swords. But like the animation, it's half and half. I really like aspects of some, but then there's others that are far too janky to ignore. Like when they were first running at each other, or the sprite glitch when he's turning to 100%, and a few other things. I thought the sprite work was okay. The problem was the rigging. The rigging, sometimes it worked, and sometimes it didn't. And that's kind of the issue with this fight. I thought the research was good. The analysis has some great jokes. Also, this episode exposed the anti-Death Out communities. Oh, it's so stupid. So, before the episode came out, I'll save the rant after Gizmo and RGS, but it's still funny. Gizmo, you're up.
Oh, weren't the Black Clover people saying that they were gonna be like slanting it in favor of MHA,
Yes,
and then the MHA people were like heavily outraged afterwards.
I'll get to that, yeah, but it gets stupider than that, and I'll get to that. Gizmo, are you there?
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
I mean,
Let's wrap it up real quickly.
I mean, it's fine, but honestly, it could have been worse. Look, I would put it right on the top of Beast versus Goliath because this honestly could have been worse. It could have been just as boring as that episode. It could have been just as generic. It could have been just as uneventful. They had some good moments. Like I could have seen like it was kind of funny seeing Deku just punch the motherfucker as if he was like one of those like sticky hand toys. You know which one I'm talking about. The one you go like the
Yeah.
25-cent bin, you use it to slap on the window, catch a no. It was pretty much like that.
Yeah,
Did the
25
they're just
cents way back when, not with Bush in the White House though.
but you know I think the sprite designs were good. It's just the animation was a little jank. Like there was a little
Yeah.
too slow for my liking. The music's good. You know, the 3D environment was pretty good. It's just I don't know much about Black Clover to say anything about that, but for My Hero Academia, I know enough to know that that Deku is strong enough, has trained enough to at least not get hurt by his own quirk yet. You
Not
know, like
anymore.
leaving stuff out like that, it's kind of it really does bug me. Like it's sort of like let's say if Superman were weaker than Goku. It's sort of like oh we left out the sun feat. It's like why? That's like a feat that could have determined his entire winning streak, and you just let that out. It's sort of like that. They could have mentioned that, and it would have been entirely. That might have been an entirely different outcome, but they didn't. That out, I would put it right on top of could have been
No,
worse because while yeah they had some they had some good moments that big
yeah.
something as small as that leaves a gaping hole in that
Yeah.
episode.
I do honestly agree. RGS, where would you put it?
Honestly, on more of the gaping hole, it's just very unfulfilling. I genuinely just didn't like the fight for what good things they were. There were decent posing and stuff with the rigging, but it just didn't work out well just due to the fact that they went for more realistic looking movements when they should have been more accentuated, especially since both Black Clover and My Hero Academia have really good accentuated posing. I'm not
That's a good
saying Black
point.
Clover is good, of course, but it's also just the fact that it's just very boring. I wasn't very thrilled. I already knew that Asta was gonna win just because I figured, yeah, his fucking verse is a bit, higher. But that also does bring him to the point that they did leave out a lot of things that actually could have helped Deku in his favor, like the fact he learned to use his quirk to the point where he doesn't get hurt by it anymore, or the fact that he's able to like be smart because of it, and the fact that he might just been able to do a lot more things because of that. There's also the issue with the rigging and the impact shots. It just don't feel very impactful, and I also think that's also linked to the lack of really interesting camera movement. The choreography as well was just kind of naff, and honestly, I was just very unfulfilled. It was like eating
Yeah, the cinematography
like
was weird in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might switch my vote to the top. Could have been worse. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
It does
Hey,
feel like
Ben.
it could have been worse kind of fight, but ultimately I kind of would just kind of put it in the middle because I don't even think it's the best out of that. I just think it's kind of naff.
Anyway, Ben, your
So
rant.
yeah. Okay, so when this episode was announced, the anti-Depa people were being like, "Oh, they're gonna downplay Asta and say he's not mountain level and have Deku rip his ass apart." And then after it, they were saying, "Oh, Asta's not mountain level. They fucked it up. Oh, it's like, what do you fucking people want? You are the pettiest people on this fucking planet. Even when they get it right, you still bitch and whine and say they're wrong. It's like
But they didn't get it
they'll.
right.
I mean, I think they did get it right.
No, they
Personally,
really
I mean,
No,
didn't.
they didn't get Deku right. That's one point now. They didn't get the fucking.
I'm talking about
It
the
wasn't-
research. I'm talking about the research wise, not the
Yeah, they
writing
fucked up
wise.
the research with Deku. They fucking said he still gets hurt.
But with the the one thing.
And not only
I'm talking
that,
about
the
like
character writing at
I'm
the
talking
start,
about-
he doesn't mutter to himself anymore. He hasn't done that in years in the manga.
Yeah, he's a lot more
Right.
confident. He's more sure of himself.
Yeah, he's confident in this time. He's much more confident
Well,
this time around. He's not
He wasn't
just
showing a lack of confidence. He was just thinking of a strategy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And he does that in his own head. He doesn't do that out loud anymore.
But yeah, when I was talking about getting it wrong, I'm talking about the mountain stuff. Like I know they got him still getting hurt wrong, but that's not what they were talking about.
I'm
And
aware.
it's
I'm
really
just pointing
funny
out
to
that they
me.
get something wrong, not that they
Yes.
got Asta wrong.
Yes. And it's just really funny to me. And I want to end on that. I was someone was saying, "Oh, but they're super biased towards Deku." So I'm like, how are they biased when he
Nope.
literally died in the most underwhelming way possible? Is there
Yeah.
any? I'm not even shit. I shit you not. He posted a boomstick saying, "I wish Deku had won." A one for all pun is his proof that Death Battle is biased towards Deku.
I mean,
not
I would have
even
said
joking.
that they were. I would have said they were biased towards Asta because Asta would have easily have just fucking
I don't-
melted the guy.
I don't know because they really make fun of his character analysis, and that's one of the things they were saying. But they also make fun of Deku. They made fun of All Might in this episode. It's like that's not a new thing, guys.
Deku hasn't cried a exaggerated fountain of tears in years.
Yeah.
Yet people will
All
still
right,
say
so
that he's a crybaby.
let's go over the vote tally. So 2 for the top of could have been worse.
No, I
RGS
said
was
it's
in the
kind of
middle
nah.
of.
Doesn't even deserve
No, Gizmo said at the top, right? Gizmo, you said top
I
could
said
have
it
been worse.
had to be on the top.
Yeah. Okay. So me and Gizmo said top. RGS said the middle, and Kevin and Alex said pretty bad. So there's 3 votes for could have been worse. So where should we put it? Where can we all agree? I say the top. And Gizmo said top. But what do you guys think?
Let's just leave it at the
miserable.
top and then move on.
Yeah. All right. So.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Jason versus Michael.
Asta versus Deku was really depressing. So that if we did get the thing, I was kind of hoping we don't, then I'm gonna cry.
I'm so sorry, Gizmo.
Android 18 versus Captain Marvel.
Carol,
18 is
you're
not
taking
going
it up.
to win this one.
Carol, you're taking another L tonight.
Love that
Oh,
character.
a
I love that
well-deserved
taking
L.
these L's.
You know, I will say, Gizmo, you were just a few spots missing from getting Jason. I just want to point that out. You were very close to predicting that. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to find that. All right, let me get the episode up. It's season 4, so let me find that. This is an interesting episode. All right, there it is. So this is an episode that forced Death Battle to improve its research team quite a bit because they got 2 major things wrong.
Like the fact that Android 18 doesn't actually absorb energy.
That's
that's
correct.
a video game, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She and 17 don't do that. And
They have
16,
unlimited amount.
Singer-
They have an unlimited amount of
and
energy.
15, 14, and 13.
Ben Singer has actually made an apology video about that, apologizing for the mistake
How do you
and that
fuck
they tried
that
not
up?
to repeat it. Yeah, they
And what was
also accidentally fucked up the speed, but funnily enough, I will say, despite those errors, they wouldn't have affected the result anyways. 17, I mean,
crop
Captain
Dragon
Marvel
Ball
would have been
Z,
fucked.
go away.
Oh no. Well, at least it looks like it's in HD.
Yeah.
Hi,
It's gotta be-
John. Oh, hi, John Connor XP.
Fun fact, this episode actually resulted them into reworking their research for Naruto versus Ichigo, according to Ben Singer, just to make
Well, they
sure.
still
didn't
suck.
stop.
Would the research have been better beforehand, or
Still
was
didn't
it
stop
really
them from.
improved?
No,
Still
like
didn't stop them
it
from
was
mucking up that
improved.
death
It
battle.
was improved before its release.
Again, that didn't
so
stop
if it
them
weren't for this-
from mucking
if
up
it
that
weren't-
death
Did
battle.
it change the result?
No.
No.
Oh well, fuck him then. It doesn't matter.
Dr. Shiro grows gigantic. Hello.
He's
Phrasing.
huge.
Phrasing.
Brain.
By the way, they had Amberly Connors, who voiced 18 in TFS, voice her in this death battle.
Yeah, she does great.
that's-
Also, Android 17 should be in Death Battle.
I feel like Amberly he does a
Scratch.
Oh,
is
that's
like
freaky.
I feel like she's kind of a middle ground between Colleen Clinkenbeard and Meredith McCoy.
Yeah.
I want to say, who should 17 face in Death Battle? I know Metal Sonic's a popular choice, but I don't know.
I don't
There's
think
not
Metal
really
Sonic-
enough info
He
on
should
him
face
compared to
Super
18.
17.
No.
No, God.
I mean,
no,
I
we
feel like
don't
you have
admit
enough
that.
information after Dragon Ball Super where he was MVP of the tournament of
Yeah,
power.
like, look at the fucking hands. 17
The
and
hands-
18 don't have those things on their hands.
They don't have nodes on their hand.
Yeah.
Krillin. Yeah, let's not
think
forget
I
the
know
fact that
why
Krillin was
they-
able to outlast her in sex.
I do have to ask, why do the games give him the absorbability when they don't even have it?
That's only in
question.
Xenoverse.
Because they're androids. I think that because Dr. Giro and
Yeah, it's
his
probably a
other
game
android.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a
probably
game
erased
thing.
their
It's just a
because they
Xenoverse
used
thing.
the shitty
Xenoverse
DMR.
is weird.
I know. I remember being in other
game.
games like Heroes and a few other ones. I just can't remember the other one.
I was gonna say, I think it's because of the fact that Giro and his other android had that same ability, and because they happen to be androids, they thought, yeah, you know what, they're androids too. Let's give them
And
that ability.
Alex, consider if you will the fact that 18 is actually on par with a decent amount of the more powerful cast members in this show in Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
compared to like Carol. I would think it'd be a bit more even, and in reality, it's just
This is
the research
I
could have
would've-
been a lot
This
more.
was around the time that the Captain Marvel movie came out.
Yeah.
No, this is not around. No, this movie was not. This episode was not released around that time.
Okay, that's fair.
That was released. You're thinking of Captain. No. You're
I'm thinking
thinking.
of Captain
Yeah.
Marvel versus Carol Danvers. Okay.
Yeah, you're thinking of that one. That was released during the release of Shazam and Captain Marvel.
That doesn't make it any. That still makes it better.
Okay, now Kienzan.
Dumbass.
Kienzan.
Oh my God! He cut him
I'm
in
sorry.
half.
I'm sorry. Even as a dub fan, I prefer Kienzan.
I like
That sounds better.
I love how she just yeets that police
Yeah.
car with barely any effort. She's just like,
She's
We don't
She's
have
such
any
a
details on
dick, I love it.
Funimation erased them.
This sounds better.
The animation with her is amazing, by the way.
She's amazing. I mean, what?
Yeah, Krillin
Yeah.
pulled out his Destructo dick, if you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
his
every-
own counter went back to 0. Like, god damn.
He uses it as a kickstand.
he outlasted her in sex. He outlasted a character with infinite energy in sexual intercourse. See,
It
that's
would
the,
have been kind of. It would have been kind of
Does that
funny.
Does that mean Krillin has double infinity energy?
Yes.
I guess
Explains
so.
why he beat
Really good
Broly
at
that
this
one
thing.
time.
If he's able to,
Why is a GT feed here? Why? Why is help defeat Super 17 here? Where this is Super 7. This is not. This is
with
Super
good
18.
love making with Krillin.
Wait, so now
Why
you're
is a
thinking of a
GT
crossover?
feed here?
Yes, fuck you. It should be in there.
No,
Oh god.
I get that I get the GT versions around similar power, but like you're looking at these Dragon Ball Super version. This just makes it feel like this is the Xenoverse version when it's not.
The Dragon Ball Wiki, which I believe is what they're going by on a lot of this research, actually has Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball GT organized into a singular
Oh god, they're
timeline.
using their stupid gravity formula again.
That's a weird one. They hadn't used that since the first season. It's weird that they're bringing
that
it
formula
back.
has been debunked.
Oh my
No, like-
god.
I'll rant about the. I mean, here's the thing. Like back then, like that episode was made before any kind of like versus website, before like a lot of the power scalers were a thing. So like at its time, it was all right. But using it now, it's kind of outdated, guys. Like Dragon Ball Super has far better.
Especially when you
feats in
consider
terms of
especially
speed.
when you consider that there's a decent amount of the cast of Dragon Ball that has used like gravity chambers and whatnot.
I forgot they used the season 1 thing. Like I get that it doesn't matter because it just shows she's
The
far
remote
faster anyways,
shutdown that
but
is never used in any capacity whatsoever because both have been destroyed. One by 17, the other by Krillin, and just because Krillin wanted it some cyber
yeah.
pussy.
This episode was right before the Tournament of Power, so no footage from that besides the beginning of it.
Believe me, when she gets that look in her eye, you better hold on to your Dragon Balls.
Oh.
Must be quite sad, isn't it? Sad for you!
Oh, it's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite! Ah!
Oh, hey, Avengers with Mighty's Heroes.
Has a cat named Chewie. Best comic book character, 10 out of 10.
Air Force call sign is a cheeseburger.
Oh, that wasp! Oh, that wasp from that Avengers show. Not gonna lie, I had a crush on her.
By the way, that wasp is voiced by current day Tails.
What?
Yep, Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
Oh my god! My mind has been blown.
I'm more into the wasp.
Wait. Yes.
Well, Tim Drake's new secret identity is the Drake, so...
The fuck?
Are you fucking kidding me?
We've been over this before. I'm surprised you guys don't remember. Yeah.
The Drake?
So he's
the Drake.
So he's a stupid ass double dragon villain now.
Yeah, his secret identity is the Duck.
You know what from now on when I hear someone say from now on when I see Tim Drake appear, this is the music I'm gonna hear.
So Darkwing Duck.
You have a
Whoa! I prefer that Captain Marvel suit over the current one.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd rather she be Ms. Marvel than Captain Marvel.
Marvel, no.
That's some cake there.
Yeah.
No damn those guys.
Avengers Earth's Mightiest Hero.
What is that?
The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Carol, has more cake than Brie Larson. Brie Larson has nothing.
Comic book Carol Danvers has more
for
cake.
whatever reason, like they made the suit so that she would show nothing and then use CGI to hide more. I don't know why.
And here's the it's sad when we have to keep pointing out the fact that Tom Holland has more cake than she does.
Yes. And that's not her original design on that costume.
Actually,
She actually shows midriff in the original.
Yeah, Tom Holland actually works his glutes.
No wonder Captain Marvel flirted with Tom. She wished she had an ass like that.
And the thing is that that Brie Larson isn't that much older than Tom Holland. It's just,
weird.
Yeah.
Starting a second superhero civil war. Nice feat, jackass.
That's more like a weakness.
Yeah, she literally killed Tigerzord over fucking BS.
She literally tried to arrest Miles Morales, the nicest person in the Marvel universe. Like,
just because of her paranoia caused by an inhuman who has the ability to see into the future. So in other words, wait, Ben, before you go on, we all need to do the Team 4-star thing, okay? 3, 2, 1. I can see the future.
Totally Tom.
Come on, guys.
There was a lot of Team 4 references we could have done. I wasn't sure which one you were going to go off.
That's what I meant. And when we talk about the person who sees the future, we got to do the I can see the future.
I can see the future. I'm gonna kill you now.
Oh no, they can see me. I have to stop you from destroying my race in the future. We already did that.
Okay, so I was saying
I knew you'd do that.
I get that.
Now I have to kill you.
I get that her boyfriend at the time, War Machine, was murdered and the Vision was sort of true, but like that's because you made the Vision true. And anyone completely delusional.
Prophecy.
Yeah, that's because the Inhuman extrapolates information and makes the future based off the information given.
Yep.
Yeah.
While ignoring advice from wiser, more experienced friends.
Yep.
Like the time she started a civil war.
There
between
it is.
superheroes, or when she completely ignored her damaging addiction to alcohol.
Alcohol.
How exactly would she be able to be addicted to alcohol like that?
It's Captain Little Maggot. Oh
Oh
god.
God,
The
what's wrong with
expression
your
on
face?
the
Eyes,
expression on her
though.
face makes
What is that?
makes me wonder if she might have used a different letter at the start of that
I
word.
need a drink.
Regardless, Captain Marvel is a seasoned
And
hero.
people
with a
thought
record
this
of
was the hero that would be the strongest
Hell, she's such a
in the
hero.
Avengers
Yeah.
movies.
Publishing company itself.
Yes.
Fuck
That's
off.
because she stole the name. That's not.
What is
That
that
show
costume?
is jank. That show is jank. All right, let's watch the animation.
Ultimate
The actual
Avengers
best part.
is jank.
Let's watch the animation. This is actually really good.
Here we go.
Oh, little
Squirrel!
They picked out a great sprite for
Oh, the
Android
poor
18.
squirrel!
Yeah, I think they're using the extreme Platoon.
Yeah,
they are.
Extreme Butoden is the sprite that they're using.
I love the flying animation. Like, it's so smooth.
Even that sprite of Carol has more cake than Brie Larson.
Okay, I'd rather them
this
do
one they didn't
something
do
like
the mouth
this
movement.
than do the mouth animations.
Yeah, I mean,
Her stance is a
Now,
bit
Mugen
awkward.
versus SNES sprites is kind of strange, but
they have to work with what they got, and
on
it's
the one
really
hand,
good.
higher color
Oh, what
palettes
is
for
that?
Carol, and on the other hand, the
Oh!
detail is so much better for Android 18.
I think if they've ever used the same sprite of Captain Marvel in Shazam, but a little more mollified. Oh, it's so good! Ah!
Yeah, this fight choreography is a bit better than Carol.
This has
versus
no
Mehtly.
business having a fight in this
Oh,
game.
he got the hair!
Oh, okay, there you go. And here's the
The
jank.
Dragon Ball just rolls away.
No fair. That's playing dirty.
He did the punch motion.
Great, now she's gone non-binary.
Non-binary.
Okay, that was a bit weird.
That was funny, actually.
It was
was pretty
definitely
funny.
something that would have happened in Dragon Ball, though.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
see why they
That's
made the
fair.
binary
You can see
costume
that
blue.
happening.
They should have made it.
Ooh! Oh!
Dude, keep that smile off her fucking face.
Yeah! Yeah! Actually, this whole sprite
Ooh.
looks very strange.
What? Surprise. I can do it too.
No, you can't.
Technically you can't, but it's still cool. Oh! Fuck her up! Oh, she hit her
Oh,
head.
God.
Oh!
Yeah, there we go.
Bigger crater.
I
Oh.
guess this was before Marvel decided that Carol Danvers needed to be their version of God.
And that's that.
Yep.
God,
And she
that
got
is
her face
brutal.
smashed in.
Brutal.
Yeah, that was
Aw,
pretty brutal.
Lazuli, that's gonna take forever to clean off that Dragon Ball.
She didn't even find it. What a
And then-
dumbass.
But then she's like, "Would you care to help me clean it?"
Nasty.
And
wasn't-
Krillin's like,
I was trying to do
And-
Goku, but
and
sure.
no, she goes to Krillin and she's like, "So hey, honey, would you like to help me clean this?"
Ooh.
Oh, sure thing.
Oh, I would love to rub balls with you all day.
Show me this kind of
That came
ball.
out wrong.
It's whatever.
Again, the binary costume should have been white and red instead of blue and red.
So what the fuck is up with her face? Her body?
Dude, at least she looks. At least she still looks like a lady
Alex, how do you,
compared to how a
based
lot of
on
other artists
pitches
are
I've
using
given you,
nowadays.
how do you feel about the way I've written Carol?
Oh, better.
Literally could be better than what Marvel's
The
put
winner
out.
is Android 18.
All right, Alex, you're up first. Let me just get the thing up for us.
All right, so let me pull it up on my end.
It is season 4, so it is. Let me see. Right next to Sub-Zero and
I
Metal Sonic
actually
and
see
Zero.
that, yes. Okay, so I'm
Yes.
gonna go ahead and say this is, I'm gonna probably wind up putting this in a worthy death towards the bottom.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
That's certainly a bold choice.
Mostly just because I liked seeing a good, strong female character beat the shit out of a what used to be a good, strong female character, and what has since become a borderline parody.
And it's
Yeah.
also a lot
God.
longer.
Yeah, this was definitely
Yeah.
the better Carol Danvers L.
Yeah,
in
so
death
of
battle.
the two
Also,
death battles where Carol
So-
Danvers has eaten Fist, in addition
one
to
was
all of
better.
the dick she eats, yeah, this was really good.
All right,
Carol
Kevin, you're
Danvers-
up.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Alex on that one.
I'm
Carol
gonna put
Danvers
it in
is
pretty damn good. I can't put Worthy Death for a few reasons. Mostly because the errors in the research. I mean, here's the thing. Using the speed stuff from season 1, I get it was good for the time, but now it was really outdated. I don't know why they used that. And then there's the absorption thing. That was also weird.
I mean, that
And
didn't really impact the,
yeah, I was
outcome,
about to say.
though.
I was about
That
to
wouldn't have
say.
impacted. Yeah, it really wouldn't have
Yeah.
impacted the battle one way or the other. Or it just
Yeah,
kind
I-
of meant
I was-
that.
I
She
was-
had a counter. That's it.
I was about to say, like, it didn't. The things they got wrong in the episode, funnily enough, affected nothing in the result. It would still spend the same even if they did that correctly or not.
18 would have just
But I
been
mean-
like. 18 would have still just worn her out like she did with Vegeta.
But like,
Carol would
yeah,
just been like, "Oh God, I'm starting to get tired," and 18's like, "Oh, I could do this all day." And
but
then
yeah,
Carol's like,
you know what? Hang on,
suck, you know that?
Hang on. So yeah, you know what? I'll agree. So I would say, yeah, bottom of Worthy Death. I would put it at the bottom of it. I feel like just like Kevin and Alex. Gizmo, you're up.
Oh boy. I would put it as. Oh man. Originally, I was just gonna put it in the it was fine category, but I wouldn't put it as worthy death. But I would put it somewhere on the top of pretty damn good. Like you said, there's some mistakes there for like the people who know their lore, but for the stuff that's like common knowledge for like the DBZ fan, it kind of bothers you. Like, I get it when I get why they put in the power absorption for Android 18 because Dr. Zero and the other android had that power, but not all the androids have the same power or Zord abilities. So
Yeah.
giving it to her, while it makes sense, it still wasn't the power that she had. Let alone neither her or 17 had that power. I don't think even Cell had that power.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch my votes.
But he
yeah, Cell
literally
did,
ate
but it was differently.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm gonna switch my
yeah.
vote. I'm gonna switch my vote to the top of pretty damn good. I feel like because the
so,
they mentioned a GT feat. Like, god damn it.
Oh, it's still a feat worth
having a
noting,
single
but even
bullet.
then, if they left it out, I think the battle would have still remained the same way. I mean,
No matter what you say about
the fight was really good, the voice acting was really good, but
the sense of speed was great.
Yeah, but something about it, I don't know what it is, and something about it just doesn't have me saying it's a worthy death, let alone it's time for death battle. That's why I put it on top of pretty damn good somewhere on the top there, because I don't think it's that bad either. I don't think it would have belonged and could have been worse, or it's fine. It's at least good
Yeah.
enough to be in pretty damn good, right above Pit versus Sora.
All right, RGS, you're up.
Completely disagree. I think Pet vs. Sora had way better fight choreography and like really good moments.
Fair.
Ooh, fair.
I also think that just due to the fact that they did get research wrong, and even if it wouldn't matter in the long run, there is a fight that had really shitty research that's in worthy death. So I think we're kind of just like being a bit hypocritical when it comes to the placement a few times.
I mean, Naruto versus Ichigo had some questionable research, but we still placed it at the top because the fight itself was fucking great.
Except for where they got pretty much everything wrong, and plus, I look back on certain things, and another thing they completely wanked Naruto on is the fact that even though can I finish?
No,
we're not. I want to try and wrap this up.
It's relevant because I brought it up. Go ahead, Kevin.
Anyway, the fact that Ichigo could take hits from something as big as Kurama, which is in this case Yami, in his angered state, in a form that's weaker than his most powerful form, which is his true hollow Bankai from Thousand Year Blood War arc. The fact that he could tank that, but yet it isn't consistent with tanking hits from Kurama is kind of redonkulous. It's especially when that hit was somehow enough to push him to a state that was still not as strong as he
Okay, cool. Spin the wheel.
Yes.
No, we need to. So we got two votes for the bottom of Worthy Death. 2 votes for the top, and RGS. You said below Sora, right?
I haven't even said where I put it. I just think it's kind of it's a decent fight, but it's just a case where it's like, but it's not really as good as people say it is. It's just decent. I kind of put it at like above Telkaka versus Felicia.
All right, so we're at a tie between the bottom and the top, but let's keep it. Do we agree to keep it where it's at?
Fine.
Yeah. We need to move on. All right, spin the wheel. What we gotta get?
Jason versus
Bless
Michael.
you.
Oh, shit. Spin again.
Spin again! Let's go! I love those.
Why do you even?
No!
What is this?
No!
Zelda versus Peach.
Put this in
Zelda versus my
absolute
girl.
failure. We already know where this is going.
Zelda versus my girl.
Then put this in absolute failure, or we already know where this is going to be. So let's just put it there. Move on. Let's just put it there, and then let's watch the episode proper.
Oh god. Okay, this is going to be fun to rant about on my end because there's one thing I fucking hate in this episode. Let me get this. I have it right here.
You guys hate this episode? It's the
Yes. This episode is
notorious. Just watch the analysis and you'll understand why it's so hated.
Is it the sex jokes?
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
I didn't mind that at all.
Princess Peach or Twilight Princess or any of the.
I did not mind the jokes at all.
You call her worthless, but she's literally kicking the shit out of Donkey Kong there.
Yeah, but compare her to Zelda.
Fucking
Zelda just kicked ass.
Zelda has actually kicked ass, while Princess Peach needed the power of PMS to do so.
Yeah, don't count her Smash Brothers debut. What is that sword? That's a needle.
Yeah,
that's actually an S-Talk.
Tetra too. Jesus Christ.
Isn't Tetra like Zelda?
Yes.
Tetra is Zelda.
Tetra is Zelda.
Tetra is basically Zelda in disguise by the King of Hyrule.
Let's just say here, if Sheik is the buff short-haired tomboy Zelda, Tetra is the dark-skinned tomboy version of Zelda.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And then if we combine the two of them, we'll have the perfect woman.
Yes.
We'll have the perfect
Somehow.
one. Yes.
But there's also
And
the
Zelda is supposed to be the
Buff,
reincarnation
short-haired, blonde,
of Hylian.
dark-skinned,
Yeah, her and Link are cursed to
Tomboy
reincarnate
pirate.
forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
All
not really
because
a curse, though.
all because of Demise.
destined to do this
Yeah, all because Demise got salty. It's like, fuck you, I'm gonna do this forever.
It's not
And
even
the thing
him
is-
doing it forever. He's just cursed him with
And the thing
the
is,
immoral.
well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Hylia was impressed by the original Link's courage, to the point where she willfully gave up her divinity just so that she could live among people and reincarnate with him. So,
Oh, there's Scott.
Hylia willfully
Master
did this so
Manipulator,
that-
no, that was her telling him the truth!
Yeah.
That's not even right.
She told him what... Oh, you have to lay the Master Sword to rest
She's
and go
not-
back to your own time!
Like, Master Manipulator and using Link as a fucking example? He's a literal peanut. You could tell him to go down to the village and buy peanuts, and he would do it for no reason.
Wasn't Link a kid at first, though?
Holy shit.
Princess Toadstool Peach.
39 of her 57 games, what the fuck? How are there that many Mario
What?
games?
This is not the Super Peach Brothers. This is the Super Mario Brothers. Those aren't her games.
How
Mario, and Ouija Mario.
Still Smash.
Why was she the wrong colors there?
Because
That's
that
racist.
was from one of the cartoons, back before they knew what colors
Okay,
were.
now another thing they'll use.
Also, that's
is,
racist, Ben.
also another thing that they'll use.
That's racist.
Frying pan there.
Anyway, another thing that they use in this death battle that they didn't use for any of the other Mario characters featured prior to this one is the Mario Strikers power up.
To be
That-
fair,
yeah.
I will be. To be fair, Peach didn't really have much by this point, so I do understand why they used it here.
But it makes no sense. Why use it for her but not the others?
Like Mario, yeah, it's a bit weird. They
Mario
didn't use
already
it for
has
Mario
enough
at the time.
power-ups to begin with. That's the thing.
Yeah, I understand with Mario because he already had so much, but I mean, to be fair, it was just Peach and Mario at this point.
And Yoshi.
Pissed off Peach.
I always like the fire. Like she just gets so angry, she literally
Oh
bursts
god,
into
the
flames.
Vibe Scepter.
Scepter, I love that
The
joke.
Oh god, there's a
Vibe
sex
Scepter.
joke in a Mario game. God damn.
I don't want anybody else.
Oh, she's an angel.
When I think
Who's
about
worthless now,
you, I
bitch?
myself.
That Asta.
Oh.
Power also naturally dispels evil magics, which is the actual reason why Bowser always kidnaps her.
Really? I always thought it was.
Well, Bowser wants 7 more kids.
No,
Oh, God.
none of those kids are actually
Yeah.
peaches.
Whose babies are those? Like, who did Bowser? Fuck.
Her.
Who knows?
Okay.
It was
Well,
Daisy,
her.
wasn't it?
Do you see Bowsette?
I remember right.
Oh god.
World 34
Think
Oh,
says
yeah,
about
no,
that
no,
he banged
that.
her.
we actually have the answer. It's Miyamoto. He confirmed it himself. Those are his kids.
I thought it was
Yeah, but he's
confirmed somewhere in
also-
the Japanese.
He's also
Yeah,
there we
Bowser's
go.
mother.
This is this is the first episode not to be animated by Ben
What
Singer.
the fuck is up with Zelda's Why is it
Yeah.
just a 2D-ified Twilight Princess?
Yeah, that.
No,
I mean,
no,
I know
no.
there wasn't
Way-
that. There
This
wasn't
is
no.
way
There wasn't
before
that.
They had access to everything else.
Yeah, this was before she really had any good sprites, so they kind of had to work with what they got. But
Couldn't they have pulled it from
Ooh,
the CDI
okay, that's a good
games?
hit.
Yeah, but would that have been
no,
any better?
we don't. No. Fuck the CDI games.
Oh, this is
I'll
dumb.
take this sprite. And there goes.
That's not how that works.
That
There
thing's gonna
goes
come
Iron
back again
Fist.
in one of the worst ways
Clap
possible.
fight.
Slap
Clap
fight.
fight.
I
Oh
love
my
this.
god, this version of Zelda is a master warrior.
They're still princesses at the end of the day, though.
Where's your goddamn sword, woman?
There's her arrows.
Oh, now you have your bow. Why is
Oh,
the
it is
bridge
cool
catching
shot. It's cool
fire?
shot. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That's a cool shot.
Bear's win doesn't work like that.
Not in any Smash Brothers game I've played.
It works the same.
I do like how they
like
heal.
that either.
Now watch this. This is absolutely
hilarious.
stupid. This is stupid.
It's hilarious.
It's amazingly hilarious.
Lame!
Hilarious.
Fucking lame!
That's not how that works.
Yeah!
That's it. That's the end of the fight.
Yes.
No!
No.
Yes.
Yeah!
Yes.
This is awful.
Yeah!
Oh my
This
god,
was
I
lame.
forgot
My
about
girl
that.
10 out
won.
of 10. Best
I
death in the
forgot how this one
franchise,
ended.
baby.
No.
Yes.
No, no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
I was joke on that.
Die in a fire.
See, Alex, this battle is shit. It's the absolute worst of this season.
No, season 1 has
brain
worse.
hurty.
Season 1 absolutely has worse.
And skadoosh.
Okay, but the way that happened was contrived as fuck.
I know.
Oh, I love it. My
Regular-
girl won. My girl won.
Okay,
Your girl didn't. Your girl
no.
didn't win in a justified way.
No,
Kevin.
I hope you're happy, Gizmo.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alex and I both agree that this is crap.
Okay.
Have Gizmo, or Ben, you go.
Bottom are pretty bad. The thing I hate most about this episode is that I know the term sexist is used in all.
I'm gonna put this one above Epyon.
Fucking really? You're putting it
Yeah.
pretty bad? Wow.
No,
okay, I was.
No, I'm putting it at the top of absolute failure. Because while this is terrible, it doesn't have the critical research failures of Tigerzord versus Epyon.
Right.
It's
I disagree with
bullshit.
that,
The
actually.
ending is bullshit. Like, it shouldn't have ended this way. I would agree with Peach winning this fight, hypothetically. Because, Mario characters get up to some weird shit, and while Zelda is a master warrior, or in this version, or should be,
Fantasy stuff is more grounded than Mario's.
there's all kinds of you say that, but there's all kinds of reasons why one could have won or the other could have won. But a fucking Deus Ex Machina, granted they did set it up at the start, but it's basically a Deus Ex Machina. Even if the sheep hadn't been thrown up in the air at the start, it would have been roughly the same equivalent, because what are the fucking odds of that?
I think even
come
if they
on,
took away
guys.
that,
Contrived as shit.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go. I'm at the bottom pretty bad because the issue with this episode, I know the term sexist has been thrown at all the wrong directions and it's kind of overused, but this episode is really sexist.
Yes.
Is it really though?
The slander they throw at Peach and Zelda goes too far.
Are they wrong though?
Yes, they are.
No, yes, absolutely, goddamn wrong. Even the Mario movie showing far more.
The analysis is so
just
fucked up with Zelda, especially.
It's fucked up with both of them. Like, Master Manipulator, bitch. Like, I could dress up as Zelda, tell Link to stab an old lady because she's the incarnation of Eva, and he would bring me her head.
Link was a kid.
It's
Come
not
on
even
now.
just that. Like, the examples they used of her being a master manipulator are bullshit. Because, like, this is the end of Ocarina of Time. She's, like Link is still, 13 years old in his brain. Do you think, like, she's telling him what he has to do to get back to his timeline where everything's not fucked up? She's just telling him the truth. He wants to go home.
But at the same time, the first game, he was still a kid.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
The kid wants to go home.
That 5-year-old may be like 37 in his mind.
He just
but
wants
he's
to
still
go
a
home.
5-year-old.
God damn you. Okay.
He wanted to go home.
But
She told him how to go home.
I'm not. Despite this episode being very, very sexist,
Yeah, you rate that?
it just hang on. It just narrowly avoids absolute failure for me because there are some neat parts in the fight. The bridge being destroyed, a tiny bit of the back and forth, and I do like the death, but I do agree that the death is a bit too contrived. I do like the idea of it, but it was just in the wrong way. And to give them credit, they did set up that. So it's not like it came out of nowhere. But I would put it at the bottom of pretty bad. That's just my personal opinion. I do think it's some of the worst analysis in the series, though. I could go back and forth on it, but Gizmo, you're up.
Well, the reason you can't really say it's that bad to begin with is because, again, this is one of those. This is another one of those episodes where they're still trying to get in their footing on how to exactly to do a death battle episode. This is way before they did even more research, way before they did more equations and shit like that. I like how ballsy the jokes were about about some of this shit. Well, yeah, okay. Some of the jokes kind of don't make sense, like the Ocarina stuff. I mean, like, yeah, he does grow up. 13 is a little older and a little less naive than, say, a fucking 5 or 8-year-old. But still, first game, he was still a little kid. You don't think that's a little manipulative, sending a 5-year-old to save the world?
She didn't do that. She didn't do that. That was the Deku tree.
That was the Deku tree. Plus, wasn't it known that he was the reincarnation at the time, or no?
Deku.
No,
I think
not the first game. Not in the first game.
Okay, so in Ocarina of Time, I believe the Great Deku Tree, he knew something of Link's history, but he didn't tell him. And then like when Zelda and Link meet up, they're both like 12 at the most, I think. They're probably both around like 10 in Ocarina of Time. And it's basically just like this, Zelda's like, this guy's is evil. Let's try to do something.
This isn't Ocarina of Time, though. Around this time, people have had theories of reincarnation and like other links and stuff like that.
Guys, let's get back on track. We need to wrap this up.
She's not manipulating him. She's just like it's
that's what I'm saying. Like around that time, that's when the manipulative thing became less and less believable.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Gizmo, how would you rank it?
It's time for a death battle.
Fuck off.
Right above, go up.
Wait, where are you putting this?
I would put it. Actually, no. Yeah, right below.
Below where?
Right below Starscream versus Rainbow Dash.
What you putting it at it's time for a death battle? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're ballsy. I kind of respect that.
I barely tried to get an explanation out. I might as well just tell you straight up.
All right, RGS, you're up.
I agree. It's contrived. It's stupid. It's a bit mean-spirited. I'm not gonna call it sexist because I don't think there was a sexist intention. It's just mean-spirited because both of them are kind of fucking useless at that point. Later, the games will show that they are competent at what they do. It's just a case that back then they didn't have much of a history, and we always just saw them as they're the princesses that didn't really give a shit.
Yeah, and let's be fair.
No,
even nowadays, let's be fair. Despite them being in stuff like Rabbids and Smash, they are still known for being kidnapped and held hostage by their villains.
I still think there's still stuff that showed they were a bit more capable, but I get your point.
Yeah, ultimately, it is this. It's contrived, it's stupid. The Chekhov's gun with the sheep is kind of cool, but kind of stupid. The only really parts I liked were the slap fight and the big kick.
Slap fight was hilarious.
I like the big kicks, and I like when kicks make heads explode. But you know where I'd put it?
Where?
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Okay.
It could genuinely be worse. Like, it could be disrespectful and like shit over everything, but it's kind of campy and cheesy and trashy in a fun way.
That's a good point.
So are we all? Are we all set for where
we got 3 votes there. I don't want to change my vote. RGS makes me want to, but we need to keep this going. So we're gonna leave it there. Spin the wheel. Spin. Come on, give us a good one. Give me Goku versus
Mega Man versus Astro Boy. Come on.
Oh, the boys battle! No!
Oh, damn it! One off! No! Absolute failure. No, I
forgot about that one.
This was a sequel to Eggman versus Wily. So this was pretty good. I'm still a little mad. Damn it! We
Neither
were one
company does.
up.
Does either company even use these characters anymore?
Yes.
Metal Sonic is in the
Sega-
IDW comics.
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
their game.
Sega.
In their game.
Sega's. Yeah. Forces they use Metal Sonic. That was the last appearance so far.
Sonic forces them to use Metal Sonic.
Like Metal Sonic or Mecha Sonic, because there's a difference.
Metal Sonic.
Okay.
Zero.
Zero, on the other hand, his last appearance, correct me if I'm wrong, RGS, I think it was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
He's been in
No, it
Tekken.
was Tekken.
Tekken? I don't know what that is.
It's a
Oh,
mobile
that's a
game.
mobile.
game.
That's
mobile
why I
game,
didn't
yeah.
hear of it. It's a fucking mobile game.
Currently, Zero is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, and he did the famous line.
What am I fighting for?
God.
Like, seriously.
I think. Damn, Sally.
And as per usual, Bosch kills it.
I mean, yeah, he's Johnny on
God,
Boss.
I love the old
anyone play
Robotnik designs in the old cartoons.
It's
And
good.
Fenders, give us the
It's
damn
really good
design.
indeed. Lower. Oh, that's delicious.
By the way, what I just referenced was the Nostalgia Critics review of Sad AM.
Oh, that was a good review.
Okay, so
Drives an ATV.
He does.
And they cue up the
Awesome.
Crush 40 music too.
And unfortunately, as much as I like this particular death battle, I actually prefer Wily versus Mega Man. Alright, not Wily versus Mega Man, Wily versus Eggman.
Wily versus Eggman.
Yeah, I was about to say Mega Man.
That's every Mega Man
I was gonna
game.
say, isn't that every game?
I'm sorry.
I'm like, that's wow.
Oh
They
my
did Mega Man
God.
versus Lily. That's so original.
Genders gathered in the mass.
I'm dumb, okay? What do you want from me?
We'll talk about this. It's going to be very. It's going to be very interesting to talk about.
It's weird to say that I actually enjoy the original Metal Sonic design better than the others after that.
And they're all pretty
What
much
do you
the
mean
same,
the
aren't they?
original?
Sonic
Yeah,
Rival.
Not really.
Sonic
I mean,
Rivals, where Metal Sonic teams up with Shadow for some reason.
That's a weird team up. Like,
Metal Sonic, there was like this bulkier looking one where he can curl up into a ball, sort of similar to the first one.
That's
And after-
Mechasonic.
Yeah, and then
That's
after
Mecha
that,
Sonic.
there was another one where it was kind of different, but not. He was like a
Get out of here, you little bastards.
sleeker, still bigger
Oh,
design.
speaking
By
of
the way-
Mechasonic, he made his return to IDW as sort of a
By the
villain
way,
anti-hero.
by the way, hey, Metal Sonic and Metal Sonic and Sonic Heroes.
The Olympics! Look at him go! It's beautiful.
He's a
That is
beautiful
hilarious.
Metal can match and sometimes even outpace Sonic's speed.
I think he just cheated with the rocket there. I don't think rockets are allowed in the Olympic Games.
You can boost it. You can boost in every You can boost in every Sonic.
And his best record comes from Sonic Unleashed, where he's recorded running up to 3,000.
I never understood that SPD shit.
This translates to metric meters, given the game's
And when I say I understood it, I mean I really don't know what the fuck it's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
I don't know why Sega used that, considering that he's been shown to be a bit faster than that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
Yeah,
there
this
is
is
Yeah,
just
even in the
casual
game.
speed.
Yeah,
Every
even in the
time I
game,
see
Sonic
SPD,
is
I can only
faster.
think of the Power Rangers.
SPD emergency.
Oh,
Sonic gave me an STD. Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Power Rangers, SPD, Power Rangers to the fucking SPD.
That's Mach 35.
God damn. Oh yeah, that was from Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Oh yeah, forgot he was.
I'll
in that.
get
Kind of a
you.
weird,
I'll get
bit
you,
of a
Metal
weird-
Sonic.
a bit of a weird feat, but I'm not going to complain too much.
Hey, Alex, do you remember how Metal Sonic was defeated in the Sonic OVA abridged?
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh yeah, the
Mono,
Sonic
Mono,
the
have we-
Hedgehog was
Mono-
great.
Mono, have we told you how Metal Sonic was defeated in Sonic the
Metal
Hedgehog?
Sonic.
You don't need to tell me how he's been defeated because I've seen the OVA.
No, in the abridgment.
Sonic the Abridgehog.
Oh no, I've seen that as well. He's
So
fucking
you,
deviant.
yeah, Deviant Hearts, more dangerous than anything that you could possibly show him.
Let me show you just.
You know, I gotta be honest. I hated the fact that I hated the fact that Sonic went super, but not Tails and Knuckles. That's bullshit. That's such bullshit.
I have never
Alex,
seen Super. Does Super Tails even really exist?
Technically,
Yes, he
does.
does.
He's just this weird
Yes,
ass
in Sonic 3. He has his flicky army of death.
Oh, look, it's
He's
the-
also a tiny bit more orange yellow kind of color.
But he's already orange yellow.
Yeah, he's basically a big ass
Yeah.
of a man that's got like muscular tails and shit.
Why
He's
are they
got-
using
I don't
Sonic
want to
Boom?
see what your porn folder is like.
That is not my porn folder, man. That is I'm literally telling you the exact description of that guy.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
He's got like his eyes are.
By the way,
glowing
fun
and shit,
fact:
his arms-
Metal Sonic in Sonic Heroes is voiced by Ryan Drummond, and just like Sonic is.
What the? I mean, okay.
At this point, I'm really surprised Sega hasn't tried.
Oh
making
God!
others.
It's the creation of the evil
For
Dr.
fighting
Wowie.
Robot.
No, Dr. Wowai.
Dr. Wowai.
Dr. Wowai.
We've all seen the bad dubbing of Mega Man 8 and Mega Man X4.
Dude, who else thought that Zero
I
was
thought
a
Mega Man 8
time to
stuff was
come?
kind of.
What am I fighting for?
Please stop.
I'm
gonna take that vocoder away from you, Ben.
Eventually became armor for a teenage boy. What the fuck is this franchise?
That's in ZX.
Yeah,
I
it's-
know.
That's for Zero. That's for Mega Man
Yeah.
Zero.
No, it's Mega Man ZX.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was
ZX
Zero.
is after the Zero.
Zero.
Games. Yeah, that.
Oh, it's actually long after the Zero games.
Do you know that ZX3 was going to lead into Legends, but then that got canceled?
Of course it did.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
you,
not
Capcom.
surprised.
Also, thank you for
We-
bringing that
I
back.
have to ask. Mega Man
We talked about this in Mega Man Battle Royale, but I need to bring back the pain because it still hurts me to this very day.
To recall what I said, fuck you, Capcom,
Meanwhile-
but also thank you for bringing
So
that back.
Sigma punches Zero to knock the virus out of him, but then ends up gaining the virus. And at that point, Sigma was like, you know, if I could go Maverick, I think pretty much everyone else could. Let's test that theory.
Freaky Friday! Oh my god, that stupid movie.
Oh,
Seriously,
come on now. That's a good
seriously,
movie.
Seriously, I
It's
wish
good,
we could have
but
had.
yeah.
I wish we could have had more on the current.
Oh, they censored that.
Yep, in the X collection, they
yeah,
censored.
the X Collection, they took
or-
away his salute because they thought it looked like a Nazi salute.
Gentlemen, we are not.
You know, not everything has to be associated with Nazis.
To be honest, at first I thought you were going to say it resembled a penis, like
And
the
the worst thing-
Milo Mermaid
and
And the
poster.
worst thing is,
They have five
Gizmo,
heads.
the Repliforce was, or did not try to
Tamako
make
vs.
themselves.
Capcom. That's an awesome game.
I still
They
have
did
my
not-
copy.
To be fair, and Gizmo, the thing is, like, Repliforce did not help their reputation at all in that game.
Sure, but come on now, calling them Nazis.
Zero was
Robo-Nazis.
supposed to die in X5, but
They
because-
pussied out.
Yeah.
He was too.
To be fair, we did get the
popular.
Zero
Wow.
games, which were really good.
Oh, that RPG was hit or miss.
I actually
Yeah,
have
that
Command
RPG
Mission,
was-
and on my GameCube, or rather for the GameCube.
I have it on my Steam Deck. I still don't know if I should delete it or not.
Still want
Play
to
it.
play that game. It's just from what I heard, people got like mixed reception from that.
Yeah, it's person to person.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
I also got to wonder. I don't think I've ever gotten a straight answer. The Mega Man X universe, does that have any humans, or is that just run entirely of robots?
No, it has a few humans.
There's humans.
It
Humans
has,
and aliens.
yeah, it has a few humans and aliens in that world. Oh, but the characters that we mostly get to know are Reploids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're never clear on that.
That's only in one of the endings. That's not in
one.
If
Yeah.
it's in one of the endings, technically it is possible.
And the
I
thing
mean,
is,
he did. I mean, he did technically
because
survive.
it's entirely possible for you to beat all 8 Mavericks, acquire all the parts for both the laser and the rocket, and you'll still somehow get the bad ending. X5 is fucking
Guys, here
stupid.
comes. Guys, here comes. What am I fighting for?
The casting of Power Rangers.
Or Lucas Gilbertson, and in the Blue Water dub.
You know, they redubbed the X4 scenes for the GameCube collection, but then they decided not to add them in.
No, they didn't. They didn't
Those
redub
are-
that. They didn't
No,
redub that
like-
for the original X collection. They
Oh, Metal
They-
Sonic was in Sonic Boom. I didn't
You know,
know
hang
that.
on, here comes the fight. We'll talk. And we'll save
They,
it.
Unfortunately,
Let's-
yes, he was.
Let's watch. Hang on.
Part 2 was pretty good.
Oh, Joe, not the.
Literally.
Oh, that's Jay.
Oh, that's
What
actually
the fuck?
that quote actually
I
makes
love it.
sense.
Oh,
Because funnily enough, that quote from NBC3 is Zero's
Woo!
response to finding a Sentinel.
ah.
Nice use of it then.
Headbutts.
The 3D bits are really jank.
Those
though.
are really.
I'll talk about that in my review. I love them here.
Is that
Ooh.
the first time and only time they've used 3D effects like this?
Yes, this is the only episode to use 3D effects like this.
It looks like they kind of Donkey Kong Country them.
You think
That's
so?
the point. Yeah, you
Where's
nailed it
the
there.
banana slammer then? Banana
Bruh, that eye.
Ooh.
And, the funny thing is that Johnny Bosch was perfectly okay with me bringing my copy of the Mega Man X Legacy Collection and
What do you say about that?
Mega Man Collection and in bit games. I was like, I know you don't voice Zero in any of these games, but you have voiced Zero before, and he's like, okay, that's fine.
I'm black now. I can play a race card.
No, don't play the race card.
It's
You're
called
only
the Grand
painted
Prix.
Zero.
It's called the Grand Prix.
Metal Sonic, you're a.
You're naive.
Oh, that's a good spray for the Absolute Zero.
That looks not bad.
In the face of reason, I can't take
Oh,
no
so this
more.
is the Nick and
Ooh.
Zero.
Ooh. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, the
That's
TikTok thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a good death.
That was awesome.
That was
Alright, that's the
Holy
result.
Oh, I
shit.
love that.
Yeah, it's like Metal Sonic thought he could stop up time to beat Zero, but then Zero's like, hey, I can do that too.
No, you.
Yeah, and it worked because their hold isn't an EMP thing. It's an actual,
I can play another race card. Zero, this isn't the race card. This is the Uno reverse card. Oh, shit!
Meanwhile, X and Axel are just looking at each other like, really, Zero? You thought you could play this race card and I'm the one with Uno? Oh, and they're just like, how? By the way, +4. Or in the color is blue.
Blue, 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 blue.
Damn it! And Axel! Hey, we're still playing this game until somebody.
seems to me.
Why does Zero have a better super in that game than he does in MVC3?
I don't
Don't
know.
question it.
I will question it.
He has a cool super in MVCI.
Not
Watch
really,
the
no,
res-
it's the same thing.
Takes me away to that space.
That's a lot of TNT tons.
And it'll stick too long. A pattern breakdown and cry.
Yeah, depending how you want to take the good or bad ending, Survivor either with Nils branches or a
Yeah, he
lot
did.
of
I was
branches.
about to say he did survive it either way, so it doesn't really matter. I
Zero
still hate that he
becomes
survived.
Zero becomes Edgelord Zero. Oh, in the bad ending, he's
You
like,
know, like
I'm so powerful. I'm fucking edgy.
I remembered my original purpose, X. It's to kill
that
you.
3D game was weird. X8, right?
Oh, dude, I had
No,
X7.
fighting Zero happened in X5.
I had X7. I can tell you right now, the fighting is jank.
Oh yeah, it is.
Dude,
Oh,
dude,
no.
especially if you're playing Zero and you get the fucking spear.
Yep. But here's the thing:
Yeah, it's
X8
really
is actually
weird.
good because
All
it's
right.
mostly 2D.
So it
Yeah.
is right next to TJ Combo and Sub Zero. I'm bringing it up.
I'd say a worthy death.
Yeah.
Not as good as
We're-
Eggman versus Wily, but it's still a pretty good, solid Mega Man episode.
I would,
It's
yeah,
admirable, yeah.
I would put it above Archie Sonic. And I know I do want to address one thing because some people do complain about the sound effects being weird in the 3D models, but I feel like that was fully the attention because they're trying to replicate. They're trying to replicate the Saturn PS1 era, and I
Yeah, no,
love
this
what they.
perfectly
It's
fine,
so
I'd
much
say.
fun. Yeah,
Looks
I
strange,
feel like
but
they
it's
replicate that
pretty
era
good.
perfectly. I still think the original, the first one, is better, like only by a bit, but it's still very good. I would put it here easily. Just I under D's. I feel like that's a good place for it. What do you think, Ismo?
Yeah, that's fair. Although I think it should be right at the bottom of Archie versus Wally. It's still a good. It's still a great place to put it and worthy death, though. I love that the reason for the 3D effects trying to emulate the Saturn PlayStation era graphics. I buy that. I buy that. That is around that time when they started. They started and became popular and stuff like that.
Yep.
Honestly, there wasn't much jank, and if there was, I didn't see it. I mean, there was like that ball that effect when Mel Sonic just acted like a goddamn super bouncy ball and just kept on rolling on Zero. That was janky, but I feel like that was funny enough for me to just leave it alone and say, yeah, you know what, that's a pass. I think it belongs in worthy death from everything else, like the music, the fight itself, the sprite work. And if you do think about it a little bit, having the 3D effects does make sense for, like I said, for enough to just like give it a pass.
Yeah.
Just I don't again. This is just one of those episodes where it's like something is missing for me to just put it in any higher in that section or even in It's Time for a Death Battle. It's not. It shouldn't go any lower than that, though.
Yeah. Guys, I got 2 Space Invaders. Help me.
No.
I feel sorry for you.
All right.
Summoning
All right,
Zodiac.
RGS, your turn.
Right, so do you know what I would have done to fix the 3D things? The 3D things aren't bad. I understand why they did them, and I did like the try to replicate the Saturn and the PlayStation. But you know what I think they could have done? They could have done. They shouldn't have used more modern models for Metal Sonic, because that's the kind of thing that was that was a bit jarring for me.
Yeah, I think the model.
Maybe
I
they
think the
could
model
have
they used
increased
was
the
generation.
contrast before they captured them in 2D.
Yeah,
That way they would have
I
had
think that would have been a
more,
good idea.
more detail visible.
I also admittedly maybe would have just like used Sonic's Sonic Gem model as like a basis for Metal Sonic, whereas you would kind of do up a Mega Man Legends style model for Zero, and that would kind of help the 3D sections work a lot more.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Otherwise, the
I don't
fight
know.
is
Sonic
pretty
Jam
good.
is kind of a bit too primitive. If you wanted to do it more high resolution, Sonic Jam isn't a good example to use.
Alright, fine. How about we use the Sonic Mania special stage model then?
Yes, absolutely. All right. So where would you put RGS?
I would agree where we just kind of placed it there, where it's above Wally versus Archie Sonic. It is genuinely good, and it does have a really good moments. And the moment it tries to do the experimental 3D stuff, it does enhance it. It's just the issue is that they really should have put a bit more
Yeah.
time into figuring out the style rather than trying to put it in because it works. Because Zero's expression is always a bit wonky when we get to those bits, but otherwise, it's fine. I completely enjoyed it. I have no real qualms other than the fact that I kind of wish there was more impact in certain shots, but that's just me.
That's fair. All right.
And this is probably
Also,
going to be the
holy
last
shit.
one of the night, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
What is
Please come
Krewe?
on. Come on. No, not a bad one. No.
Oh. Titties on titties.
At least we're ending this on fan service.
Yes. Some good fan service.
Damn it.
2 good girls or 2 bad girls.
No. Well, RGS. No. Hal versus Ben 10 for you tonight. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? This is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
I still think we almost got Goku versus Superman 1 and 2.
Dude,
Damn.
hard.
Yes.
I do like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh. Oh damn.
Damn.
Woo!
Girl damn.
See,
They
Whoa,
were
that's
getting gutsy with
nice.
that.
I thought that was
Yeah.
going to be...
She had balls.
Okay. It's time for Death Bell at the very top.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because while we can appreciate the fan service in this episode, it's all right.
They did their research extremely well, and you'll see why.
Space Invader number 2 is on top of my Steam Deck. Help me.
Oh,
You don't. You haven't showed us what your
That
Space Invaders look like.
You bastard dog, I love you so much.
What kind
Why
of
does
breed
she
of
look
dogs
older
do you
when
have?
she started than she does?
Two. I have 2
Oh.
Australian Labradoodles.
How big?
Medium size.
Ah, so they are my pit bull size.
Yeah.
Whee! She ringed out Inferno.
My little Space Invader 2, Tommy, was having a few rough days because his neck got hurt. So he was just healing from that, the poor little baby. He's healed now. He's all right now. But man, he scared me this morning.
So Gizmo, you remember when I said that that Ivy is well known for being voiced by Rouge's first voice actress?
Yes.
She sounds much better as Ivy than she does as Rouge, but that has everything to do with the fact that the Sonic Adventure games had horrible voice direction.
He's the voice director of those games.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
I liked her Rouge voice.
Yeah, I
There's
thought her
Karen
voice was
Manuel.
fine.
Because Karen Manuel sounds dead inside as Rouge.
Oh, but
I
I
hurt myself today. See, I still feel.
Nice.
You know, the weird thing is that some people say that there's some
Her
dissonance.
hair is
Jesus,
getting
they are getting
shorter
bigger.
as her boobs get bigger. They are not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the thing. Some people say that there's dissonance in the fact that she's of royalty, that she's of nobility, and yet she dresses like that. And I'm like, do some people not know the fact that some nobility are very kinky?
If you got it, show it
Yeah,
off.
nobility are really weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not Puritans. They're very kinky.
Some are, but that doesn't mean that they all are.
No, I'm not
I
saying
mean,
they all
hey,
are. It's
I
just
wouldn't
quite a
mind
few
being
are kinky.
like Ivy.
Don't they make pads for that? Still, she's
Oh, talkie.
like kicking a
Girl damn.
bullet out of the air. Damn, that's fast.
Well, more so insanely accurate instinct. Presumably, she's using the weight of her above-average-sized breasts as momentum
her above average breasts.
Alex,
She
is
uses
that how
her-
it works?
Yeah,
That's an actual
this
thing
is
you can
definitely
do.
how it works. She uses her boobs to make herself faster in combat. This is 100% real. All big-titted ladies report to my local dojo, please.
Typically says that he typically says that
You will definitely be. You will definitely be great at everything.
Killer
I
Instinct.
unironically love her. I love her playstyle. Oh, she's just flipping all over you and all that. Like, look at that. That's awesome.
I have that soundtrack.
I actually have that soundtrack
This is
too.
before.
Killer Cuts.
Wasn't this before the Killer Instinct remake reboot
Yeah,
made by
this is
Microsoft?
Oh wow,
Yeah.
her nipples are
Yeah.
poking out of that outfit.
And I love it.
yeah.
I love
The
fact that
comics
they are.
were very suggestive.
Yeah, still kind of weird. She traded the lightsabers for tonfas.
Yeah.
Look at seriously.
I have the
her,
Super Nintendo Killer Instinct game.
Seriously, the way that she fights is amazing.
Why is there Game Boy footage? Why are you using gameplay footage?
They look lovely. I would like to
God
nestle between
damn!
them.
Look at those bots.
Look at that bod.
It's time for death bout. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, look at that helicopter! Look at that helicopter go!
Damn. Chung-Li would be jealous.
Yes. The fact that Killer Instinct didn't cross over with anything is criminal.
Yeah.
Don't give me that shit on the Battletoads and fucking Halo and goddamn Gears of War. No, I want a fucking Killer Instinct versus game.
Yeah, but who would they fight?
Pick one. I don't
Mortal
know.
Kombat.
Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
At least
It
would
would
be
work.
At least it would be better animated.
Fun bags of destruction. And you just thought I was being a pig earlier. But really whipping out the girls causes an instant heart attack to whoever views them.
Sheer heart attack.
Oh God!
Yes.
Oh my God!
The best
Oh,
super.
he's dead!
TJ Compo just be like, "Oh God, I can't handle this level of hotness."
This is the greatest and worst
She's
way
gonna
to
be like,
die.
Oh my God! What?
Jesus Christ!
Even Fulgor and Glacius fall victim to this.
So if
Even
Glacius
the fucking
died?
skeleton.
if a dinosaur,
Oh.
so if
The
a
werewolf-
dinosaur and a furry are attracted to her, does that make them humanies?
Yes. Yes.
Combo breaker. And this is what happens when she uses them on herself. She's just jealous.
Black Orchid entered the first Killer Instinct tournament, intent to take down the
Man, sex must be awful to anyone she must try to bang just dies from witnessing her.
Yep. It'd be...
Unless you see Ivory, but I ain't saying that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
God damn.
Oh, I love her ultra combos.
Hers
She
are
is
ultra
looking
combos
crazy.
are great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
girl,
watching
damn.
her move is amazing in itself.
The fact that this is all stop motion.
Yeah, let's get it on, baby.
'Cause it's your time.
Let's see if this ages well. The sprite difference is a bit jarring.
Sprites for
Yeah,
Killer
'cause
Instinct
we have-
are really weird.
We have Pseudo
Ooh.
Mortal Kombat versus cartoon.
Well, we got Tekken with weapons, and we got Mortal Kombat with humor.
Yeah.
Well, more humor anyway.
Mortal Kombat still has
Oh!
Doesn't work
I
on
was
her.
like,
No. Don't see why. We actually have an explanation for that.
Yeah, that's
Ivy's
we'll
just
get
like,
to that.
Ivy just be like, "Oh, is that it?"
Well,
Oh, okay, that's really cool.
Well, since you showed me yours, I might as well show you mine.
Get me into
What?
I want to get me into an Ivy Orchid.
Ooh!
Okay, this is weird.
Yeah, I would love to be caught between these two in a fight.
In a
Horny
Same.
bastard.
Oh,
Is that the equivalent of kill you in Minecraft?
Ooh!
What? No.
Is this- get between them
Oh,
in a
wow.
fight. I will kill you in Minecraft.
I guess
Oh.
she's feeling a bit croaked.
My girl.
Uh-huh.
My girl.
I'm sorry, what?
Orchid's an unstoppable force. Her win against Idol proves her incredible fighting ability. See, 2000
Yeah, this is kind of why I said it was just fine. Cause
Okay, this was great
kinda
right up
lame.
until the ending.
Yeah, that's
This
exactly
was-
what I said.
Yeah.
It was great,
Oh, look,
and then
here's
the
the
ending.
information.
Cup size is officially charted as G, or quadruple D. By measuring Orchid's waist and chest to scale, it appears hers are sized F, or triple D.
I guess you could say she got an F.
I have an extra D I could have given her.
The fight ultimately came down to long-range versus short-range combat.
You got an F in
While
this D
Orchid has
battle.
no equivalent to Ivy's snake sword, her fire cat can get in close by passing through attacks.
And Tonfar designed to block attacks that
All right.
Once Orchid's in, there's no stopping her.
Also, that frog thing, it really is a finisher she does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even her link
In case you
sword
forgot.
is useless since it does not pertain to other magic.
It was a good fight, but in the end, Ivy croaked.
The winner is Black.
Oh, damn. That ass.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put it in. It was fine. just
Okay,
Time for
because-
Death
so
Battle.
everything
It
is
was
great about
great.
this except for the ending, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
ending kinda
yeah,
bugged me
I
Damn,
out.
did
thought-
the ending really affect that much?
You know, I expected worse, but yeah, it was fine. I feel like it
Yeah.
belongs somewhere in here. I don't know where, but
After Death
I would
Battle.
say, hang on, let me think. I would say above Jotaro, maybe.
Yes.
Damn,
Yeah,
Alright,
did it really?
bro.
Did the ending really affect it that much?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bit underwhelming. I mean, it was fine. I mean, I don't really have anything
Where do I
major
have
to say
Jotaro?
about the episode.
Yeah,
It
I'll
was
put this-
good, but
know what?
it was just fine.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
put
like.
this above. I'm gonna put this below Captain Marvel versus Captain Plank,
Hmm.
but I'm putting it
Captain
above.
Plank. Wait,
Yeah.
where are you putting it?
I'm putting this
Putting yours in its
on
own
It
tier
Was
list.
Fine, below Captain Marvel versus Captain Plank, but above Lucario and what's her name, and above
Redamon.
Yeah, Renamon.
That's
and
pretty
above,
damn good. That's not. It was fine. That's pretty damn good.
Bro,
You're
what-
putting it in pretty
bro,
damn good.
Bro, I'm talking about my list.
Oh,
That's what I just
I
said.
got
Yeah.
confused.
And I'm also
Okay.
putting it above Steven Kryniverse versus Star Genocide.
Right. All right, Gizmo, you're up.
Time for a death battle.
Of course. RGS.
Right, looking at it seriously, I do think the fun is actually genuinely fun. I like it. I like the analysis in this one because it actually goes into a bit of story and a bit about what they can do. Though the issue is that they don't really have a lot of analysis on why Orchid really won, admittedly. Well, it does explain
Yeah.
that the Firecat can pass through projectiles. It doesn't say that if Orchid is actually stronger than Ivy. Ivy kind of just
Mm.
seems to be more stronger because she fights characters like Nightmare and Astroth, characters who could potentially be just at Idol's level, kind of like passively. But
I
that's
think the
my
highest
that's
is
my guess.
plant level plus.
Yeah.
I do
Also,
agree
if you
with
think
that.
about it, it was actually. If you think about it, it's actually pretty genius. The fact that their joke was also the analysis.
Mhm.
Like you could have,
Yeah.
anybody could have just seen their joke of like, oh, their great memories, momentum, their giant titties are too incredible for them to handle. But then at the end, they actually use it they actually play it off as an analysis, which is actually pretty genius if you actually think about it.
Yeah, and I really like that because it's a bit of a Chekhov's gun. That's how you do a Chekhov's gun compared to Peach versus
I want
Zelda.
to watch another one
You
after
brought it up.
this.
I want to watch one more too. Let's end
Do
this
one
on a good
more.
one. All right,
Let's-
RGS, where would you put it?
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, why don't we do another one since that one was short?
Yeah, RGS, where would
Yeah,
you put it?
it was fine. I'll put it above Steven versus Star because I actually enjoyed that fight.
Nobody
All right,
understood
so
my
how many votes do we have for?
sad.
I'm just gonna let's just leave it there because I don't want to go over the votes again. I feel like everyone kind of agrees on that sort of.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, come on, Goku versus Superman. Come on.
Boy versus
We
Mega
really
Man.
want Goku versus
Fuck,
Superman.
we passed
don't we?
it. Wait.
What is
Oh,
this?
Randall, good one. Let's go.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God,
Oh, this
I
one's
love this
great.
episode.
It's time for a death
This
battle.
is one
Yeah,
of the
this is
best
right there.
ones.
Put it in. It's
This
time
is-
for a death
Put it
battle,
in,
and then
time
let's
for a
move
death
on.
battle. That already won.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now-
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Put it there.
So
Yeah,
that's
let's put it there, Eric.
We'll leave it there for
Or-
now, and then we'll go
Yeah.
back to it. This is a good
This
one. This
is-
is great.
This is the
It's
best
not
episode
Goku versus
of
Superman.
all time.
Okay,
It's one of the
interestingly
all-time
enough, when
best.
they were promoting this death battle, they actually had they actually confirmed that Chris Sabat was voicing Snake in this, and he admittedly did a really good job at.
Yeah, he got-
Snake.
I think it was a role. Sabat said he always wanted to play Snake and was able to get it for Death Battle, and made his
Sabat
dream come
does
through.
such a good job too.
Yeah.
Like I legitimately thought it was David Hayter at first.
Well, Alex, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
I'll
Here's
give
the
Sabat
thing.
that.
I actually
Like,
know Sabat's voice very well. Also, even if I didn't see that early promotional bit, I would have known.
Well, so do I. It's
I
just like
still think
it was
Sabat
that
is
good,
pretty-
you know.
Look at that glitch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good bit from MGS4.
What a baby.
Kiefer Sutherland.
God, it sucked that they had to change his voice actor for future MGS games.
Thanks so
Rip.
much, Kojima. That was one of the few things I'll disagree with you about.
Yeah. It feels like for like
Has a strange fetish for cardboard boxes.
It was. Hang on. Here's the thing. If it was just for like the Venom Snake and not the Big Boss, then sure that twist would work. But
Yeah, that
no.
would have made sense. Unfortunately, it didn't make sense. So
Yeah. That would have been a cool twist though. Like the end of the game, you see the actual Big Boss is David Hayter. That would have been badass.
But no. Turns out
No.
you're the actual big boss.
You're the clone.
We are Big
Because the
Boss
actual
and
big-
Xehanort.
Because the actual big boss died.
we are.
I want to
the
point out.
boss.
I want to point out that Kingdom Hearts. Hang on. I want to point out that Kingdom Hearts kind of stole this twist.
They did.
Oh yeah, because as I mentioned before to Seamus, you, and all that, is that technically, because Xehanort's original voice actor was the voice actor for Big Boss and MGS4, the old Big Boss, it's actually funny.
Okay,
Yeah.
the funny thing is that Lord Quadros, the guy who abridged Metal Gear Solid, who is also an abridger for the Renegamers and Team 4-Star at times, he went out of his way to abridge even the OG Metal Gear games.
Awesome.
Games as well as redoing Metal Gear Solid, going through Metal Gear Solid 2. And I'm not sure if he's done 3, but he's also been working on 4.
When did you become a dog musher?
I love
I
that Snake's a
love-
dog musher. That's wholesome.
I also love
so
how
good.
Colonel Campbell is Grandpa Max.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
weird
he
when
is.
I first played MGS4, and then I'm like, is that Grandpa Max?
I first, I
Grandpa
played.
Max?
I think I was like 13 when I first played Metal Gear Solid, and I was like, I know that voice, and I pulled out my Ben 10 DVDs, and I was like, hang on.
Wait a second.
He's voice acted that role for a while now, hasn't he? Though
Yeah.
since the first game.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
voice
yeah.
acted Colonel Roy Campbell since MGS1.
Yep, every game
You know,
he's
I have
appeared
to
in, except for the ones
have-
where he wasn't voice acted, which was exclusively 2D games. I think it was literally only Metal Gear Ghost Babel, though.
I will say, why the hell has
I am
Metal
a
Gear
knife.
4 not been ported to any consoles yet? Oh yeah, it's Konami.
Yeah, Konami are
Yeah.
best.
Not just that, because
Yeah.
it's kind of been lost due to a lot of issues with
Cardboard
PS3.
I'd just like to see.
drink.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Snake's butt got nerfed in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
they gave
Palutena
all of
took
his
his
ass to
ass.
Samus.
No, they gave all of his
Oh, they
ass to
stunk her ass.
Palutena's chest.
No,
they made
they-
Palutena's no. They made Palutena's chest bigger in Ultimate.
No, they gave
They
Snake's
made
gave
Samus
Snake's ass to
shorter.
Zelda. They
Yeah.
gave Snake's ass to Zelda.
It's weird
Oh, yeah,
because they
Zelda
made
has a big
Samus's
pop-up.
chest smaller, but they made Palutena's chest bigger. I don't know why.
I'm not kidding when I say that her Zelda's ass got bigger though. Like someone actually took a snapshot of Zelda in sunlight. Underneath that, she's goddamn thick. Her ass is
Otacon,
huge.
not Otacon. Otacon. He pronounces his name in the first game. What the
Fun
fuck?
fact, Otacon
Also,
in
Twin
Japanese
Snakes
is
hasn't
voiced
been
by
ported to the
Ryo
GameCube.
Horikawa,
Huh.
aka Vegeta and Captain Falcon.
Has to be it snipers, ninjas, psychics, and more.
I think from what I heard, the voice actor that did Otacon in the Death Battle died. Recently, I might be mistaken.
Oh, really? I haven't heard
I
about
think
that.
so, yeah. I might be mistaken from that's what I've heard though.
That's a shame.
Well, yeah. Guess there's nothing to it. Already sterile.
I feel like
All that genetic engineering they
feel like
did
a hot
on me.
Also from what Liquid Snake did to my balls.
Yeah.
My balls, Colonel.
Just a shame.
Ooh.
Johnny
Oh.
Sasaki has to carry on
Revolver
the Colonel's
also.
bloodline. I can't do it.
They keep saying go into a
So I
box.
keep shooting blanks.
Go
You're
into a
talking
combo
Brad
box.
Venable. Yeah, he did pass away.
Why?
Yeah, there you go.
Rip.
Why did you guys
Yeah,
have to make
yeah.
me shoot blanks?
goddamn fly.
Ain't buying a cardboard box.
Twin Snakes still hasn't been ported from the GameCube.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm surprised I didn't get bored.
It'd be kind of hard to, considering the stuff they put in there.
Nope.
I mean, like the Meryl, the contacting Meryl for the first time, the controller vibration, the game
What?
references.
That they did that.
Memory
MGS1 is on
card,
the PC. They can take that out.
Can we
Nah,
talk about
that'd be
how
cool.
like
I'd
Sam
rather they
Fisher and
don't,
Ghost?
though.
Hang on,
I'd
hang on.
rather they, like,
Can we
try
talk
to
about the?
get
Can we
that
talk about? Can we talk about the tribute Sam Fisher and Ghost Recon did when it came to Solid Snake being retired?
Yeah, that was great. And
Bam,
they also
bam.
got the
And
original
then-
Sam Fisher voice actor back as well.
Michael Ironside.
And then they
Michael
teased.
fucking
They teased.
Ironside.
And then they teased like a big. And then they teased a Sam Fisher game with the old Sam Fisher. Like, oh, will this be the a big farewell for Sam Fisher?
And
And
they
then that never
made it.
happened, and they rebooted it. They never. It pisses me off. That would have been
that reboot.
great.
I don't even
Fuck
like.
that reboot.
I don't even like fucking Splinter Cell, and I would have killed to see that.
I would have.
Adult?
I just
No,
like
of
you.
I
course
wanted.
I
I
don't.
wanted to see. I wanted to see old man Sam Fisher, but fucking movie stuff.
Splinter Cell games are like mission based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
spy.
They're mission based
And-
linear bullshit.
No.
The controls are jank as fuck.
Yeah, it depends on the game, but the best
it's
games
more
are
so-
really good.
It's more so like MG. Okay, so Splinter Cell 1 is just a Metal Gear knockoff with worse controls. It got better as time went on, but it's still not.
Chaos
my
Theory is the
favorite
best one you
stealth
gotta
game.
play. The Chaos Splinter Cell Chaos Theory is the best one you could ever play.
Yes. Yes.
I love Michael
Okay,
Ironside's voice.
The last one
Yeah.
I played was Pandora Tomorrow, which it was right before Chaos Theory. Okay, so I just kind of checked out there.
The voice actor for Sam Fisher survived voice cancer, throat cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Michael Ironside, I think.
He was also in Starship Troopers.
He was also in
Yeah.
Highlander 2 as General Katana.
and Darkseid in the DC AAU.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Seriously.
DCAU, yeah. Not
Yeah, that's what I said.
How did she get
DCAU, not
younger?
DCAMU.
Well,
Hang on, how
everybody
did she
else
get
got
younger?
and shorter because Sam Fisher is supposed to be 5'8", and everybody in the games as he goes on is shorter than he is.
Also, wasn't he born in the
Yeah, I was
60s or
gonna
something?
say,
Yes, and
is
he
like
progressively got younger.
No, doggy! No!
Well, at the very least, it's not like The Last of Us, where they get you attached to the dog and then they
You
force
have
you
the
to
option. Some of them you have the option of either killing them, distracting them,
Oh
knocking them out.
God.
I
Those are
do
one of the
like
bad
that
Splinter
Juro
Cell games.
argument that Wisdom. I do like that argument between Wisdom Boomstick about the Juro.
That's a fucking double agent. Ugh,
Double Agent's pretty good.
By the way,
Double Agent's pretty good.
did anyone see
mean, it's
that
good.
one Unscrew Attack skit where what's his face where what's his face wanted to call
Splinter Cell,
bullshit
the
on this
conviction.
battle just because of the flips?
Splinter Cell
Flips,
Conviction
yes,
one, that's really
yes, we
weird.
had to watch that after.
We gotta find it.
Splinter
I
Cell.
know where to. Hang on.
Because let me just say, Alex, that skit is fucking hilarious.
Don't worry, I have it. It's on me.
And
So by the way, has anybody read the Splinter Cell novels?
No, but I plan on it.
No.
Okay. Have you seen the show Burn Notice?
Yes.
You've
No,
read the Splinter
no.
Cell novels.
Oh.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, they have nothing
Burn
to do.
Notice is a good show.
I
It's
know,
a really
but they
good
have
show.
nothing to do with the fucking Splinter Cell games. It's basically just Burn Notice in book form. It's very
It's got Bruce
strange.
Campbell.
There's a character named Sam. There's a character named Mike. I believe there's a character named Fiona.
Fiona. Oh wait, wrong Fiona. Oh, that gun.
Difference is Burn Notice was good. Also, the Burn Notice novels weren't very good.
Did that
Dude,
guy have a
Weird.
seizure before he died?
Burn Notice was good
possibly.
for one reason and one
That guy
reason
was like,
alone.
oh.
Campbell.
And then you also had the it's weird because Burn Notice was one of the few USA shows to have terrible tie-in novels. Because Psych, Monk, and
Completed a
couple of-
training course so soundly his superiors didn't even realize he had even started. Badass. Anyways, continue.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy infiltrated Area 51, 52, and the Illuminati.
What about Area 56
Dr.
or 69?
Yeah, Doctor Strange didn't even see him coming.
Yep.
He can literally take a life in the blink of an eye. Despite his age, nature hasn't slowed.
You know what I
Ooh,
know?
the Flag.
Despite his age, which definitely isn't showing as the
There's
damn
actually a
game's
Funny
going.
Say Not Included skit involving that one Splinter Cell game that I just saw a bit of.
Yeah.
He's like, I already told you. I don't have your keys. Maybe they fell under the couch or something.
Not good enough.
Guys,
If you don't,
guys, it's time for one of the best
In
episodes.
the novel, Sam Fisher mentions he has the ability to sleep on command.
I love the redact.
That's great.
Redaction, that's a good detail.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was saying, the skit is just like, I don't know where your keys are. They probably fell under the couch or something. Not good enough. If you're not gonna talk, I'll make you. No, not the toilet. I created pee-pee and it went into there. Well, then you better start liking pee-pee. Punches him before slamming his head into the urinal.
Brother, are you?
The Photoshop job on that solid eye
guys.
is so jank.
Let's watch.
Just one. Yeah, maybe everyone's out for a late night dinner. Thanks, Otto.
Solid Eye looks pretty. Actually, looks pretty
Savick
good.
does a great Snake. He really does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And
even if we don't like him as a person,
you were saying that was Brad Venable as Otacon?
Yes.
Shit, he did a good job too.
The Sam Fisher guy does great too.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she have Portal in her office?
That's just a reference they did. That was
Yeah.
that was before they stopped.
It's fairly common for them to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I love it. Ooh!
Okay, let's try that again.
I love that they both had that.
They both have the alert notification, and they're like, hang on.
Let's try that again.
I do like the use of the Anarchy Brains soundtrack.
I also like how he shot not only the monitor, but the computer as well.
Yeah, that's a great detail.
Actually, that's a sensible
Ooh.
decision.
Nice back roll.
Here comes the
Snake there.
flips.
Good choreography.
A flip!
Flip!
Woo!
People say Snake would be that agile. I'm like, yes, he
Yeah,
is.
he would. He's jumped onto a missile.
Yeah, that's only in Twin Snakes, though, unfortunately.
Okay, he still did it.
I saw Craig! There's
Hey,
Craig,
look, Craig and
and Ben on
Ben.
the screen!
Stuttering
Middle
Craig
Gear
and
Ben.
Ben.
That's great.
What do I do? He's got his AirPods in.
I'm not alone.
Are those actual organizations in Metal Gear? I'm curious.
Praying Mantis.
Praying Mantis.
So yeah, I think they're from the MS games.
Yeah, Raven Sword is an MGS. That is.
Okay,
watch this. Watch
Okay, I
this.
just want to make sure. Just wait.
Cardboard box. SGC Woo.
I miss it, man. The good times.
Yeah, that was Liquid Ocelot's group.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, that's all.
Snake, this is
Brother,
insane.
are you fighting someone that is named Fisher? You're fighting a Fisher, brother.
But in the end, a
Cardboard box.
Even today, their recoil animations is jank.
Oh,
And they had Segata versus Norris in there.
yeah. Ooh!
Yeah, I like that. I like the.
I love the choreography in this fight.
I love that fucking throw too. Hey,
Yeah.
that's a memory stick from Kamen Rider W, I believe.
If I remember correctly, a lot of this was done via motion capture. It really
Yup.
does show.
Yup. The sign.
Snake's eyes were visible, just the eyes, and it was weird, but I don't care. It's still good.
EMP.
Ooh!
May have disabled the
Short south.
a stealth tech, but it didn't disable the solid eye.
Or the Nanites.
Yep, because those have endured a
Snakes
fucking
went
microwave.
through worse.
You're welcome, by the way.
I lost the data.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
Without his suit.
I love how Grimm is just really snarky with this.
I like how there's countless Metal Gear Ben references.
And by the way,
Yeah, the only time I'm fine with the outside help because it does work for both of these characters.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, this is when it gets hype.
and by the way, the music that'll be playing for the final bit of it is from Digital Devil Survival Saga, Shin Megami Tensei spinoff.
Ooh! He's taking down the plane.
long enough. But right now, Miss Grimm, I've got to shut you down.
Oh, that's badass.
Ah! Sam! Sam, do you copy? Sam!
Are you there? Are you okay?
Here comes one of the best parts of oh my god.
yeah.
That's gonna be
Oh,
good.
I got
Let's
chills.
do this.
Here it comes. Shush.
Ah!
Snake? Snake?
Yes, this is where it gets even more hype. Now,
And
shush,
the track is Divine Identity.
Oh!
Suplex City, biatch. You could tell it's SM. You can tell it's Shoji Meguro composed
Sounds
the
like a
track
Metal
just
Gear
because
track.
it's actually SMT.
Gotcha.
You can tell it's Shoji Meguro just from the guitar.
I love this.
Oh yes, the taser knife.
Poosh!
And you did.
That is-
Hey!
It's brutal.
Yeah, that's brutal.
He still caught it.
Oh man.
Piece of cake.
That is awesome.
Oh, she's dead.
Both Snake and Fisher were experts in their field. Snake may come second to Fisher's skills in silent assassination, but he far exceeds him in close quarters combat thanks to his specialized training.
Even though Sam was a master of blending into the shadows, Snake.
And that's the MGS2 version of the main title theme.
What's more, Grimm's comm line has a history of
Yes.
being hacked into, while Snake's codec does not.
But what about Snake's nanomachines and Solid Eye? Wouldn't they be disabled by the EMP blast?
Actually, no. EMPs are comparable to microwaves in how they affect electronics. When Snake was bombarded by microwaves, his Solid Eye survived for 2 minutes of non-stop radiation, while his nanomachines remained intact throughout the entire experience. A single EMP grenade doesn't quite stack up to a hallway of microwaves.
Even if
Yeah.
he did lose his nanomachines somehow, he didn't need them to beat Sam.
Overall, Snake has a counter for anything Fisher could throw at him and had the edge in close quarters combat, leaving this victory pretty straightforward.
Poor Sam. This loss just kind of snuck up on him. Yeah,
Oh.
it was lights out for Sam.
The winner is Solid
My
Snake.
boy.
I think we all
David
agree.
Hayter.
Time for a death battle.
Hell.
Yeah, it's not even a contest. It's where is it? There it is. Oh, wait, I didn't click go live. There we go. All right,
All
so
right.
but where should we
I
put
put it-
this?
I
Alex?
put it above Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai.
I have to agree.
Yeah, I'll agree with
All right.
that.
Alright, yeah, that's fair. Put it there.
Well, RGS, what'd you say?
I would agree with that as well. I really like the fight choreography. Like, it's
But
My
honestly-
choreography, the
Like,
analysis,
As a
it's the
martial
voice
artist,
acting,
I really
everything.
appreciate the fight choreography. I mean, there's a
But I
lot,
do got
and I mean
push-
a lot of real martial
This
arts in there.
is motion capture.
Yep. I got one question. Should we put it above Chuck Norris? Does it go above that
No.
level?
Right below it, if anything.
All right. I
No.
honestly agree with this.
All
so
right.
before we end the night,
Yes, before
I
we end the
got-
night,
I
we
got
gotta
something.
watch the best
Yes.
skit imaginable. Alex,
Well,
you need to see this.
All right.
I have it. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I just downloaded this as we were watching the episode, so I have it. Death Battle has too many flips from the industry.
The following is inspired by actual events.
They did actually show this as you see the animation. It was great.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Should we wait for Gizmo?
No.
All right. Turn it up. Wait. Yeah. Look.
I love this guy.
The flippy flops! Why is he flipping around like that?
A snake in a death battle?
Yeah.
He's a super agent, super spy.
But you've got him flipping around way too much. Every single one of your death battles has too many flips!
Hey, well, Iron Man and Lich didn't have any backflips.
What do we got here?
I am having difficulty determining the suit.
Well,
It wasn't really a
there
flip.
wasn't any flips in Deadpool versus Deathstroke.
Are we sure about that?
Well, they look badass.
Death battle isn't just about looking badass, damn it. It's about weapons, tactics, analytics. Snake wouldn't just do flippy floppies for the hell of it. It's about precision, efficiency. The
If I were in
best way,
Torrent's
the right
position,
way
I'd be
Snake
like,
would dodge
I'm
bullets
sorry,
isn't some
are you an
half axle
animator?
with a twist.
Because I don't
It's
recall you
slide
being
or
an
dive or
animator.
simply run around the corner.
Ah, that sounds boring.
Boring. Does John McClane do backflips in Die Hard?
No.
And is he still a badass?
Probably.
Exactly.
Alright, just think about all the badasses out there, okay? Neo from The Matrix, Wesker from Resident Evil, Jet Li, and
Yeah, but
every
we try to
movie
forget about Resident Evil 5.
I bet if you animated the pizza guy, you'd
Not
have
really,
more
no.
backflips.
That was at least Eastern. Yeah.
Ah, look at him pull him out of the
Fucking death
chair.
battle.
Oh my god.
Without any backflips.
I want. Now, funnily enough, he actually does animate something. Like, for real. Oh, it's glitching!
I love that one.
Oh my god.
It's madness.
And look who has a fetish for
Oh,
flips.
3DS. Yep. Look at the flips.
Ben, what the hell?
I read the scripts and you translate them perfectly, so whatever. Well, Tom's been here all night, and he said Snake wouldn't do as many flips as he does, and I think he's changing the animation.
What they're about to show is real. He actually animated this.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny if it was like of comparable quality.
This is what real animation looks like, folks.
Hello, Snake. Do you want to shoot at each other with our guns? I like your goggles.
This looks like something I would have made with Gary's mod.
Yep. They're T-posing for dominance.
You first. Not like this.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh my
That was
god.
beautiful.
All right. Well,
That was
on that
beautiful.
note, we have to end, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was yeah.
We will
Oh,
see
that
you
was
guys tomorrow with whatever movie we're doing.
Wonder
And
Woman
next
And
week,
next week for more battle.
with more of what, well, Wonder Woman 1984 is tomorrow for us. It will not be tomorrow for the
Yeah.
audience.
Right.
Yeah,
Tomorrow for the
true.
audience will be Goldfinger.
We're from
Oh,
the
yeah,
we're from the future.
Oh wait, we already did Goldfinger.
Yeah, I'm
What the
saying
fuck
tomorrow.
is happening? What is this timeline?
Whatever, man. Anyway, next week when this uploads, we'll be doing Thunderball.
Thunderball. There we go.
Yeah.
I was about to say Thunderball, I think.
Set this world and walk.
And-
All right, that's
But,
the end of the
before
volume.
before we go, I need sidekicks and support for tomorrow's episode of the Mevies.
Ben, you are a default pick, and I tried to get Seamus,
Yeah,
but he hasn't responded.
We need more people.
Yeah,
to,
Seamus
I
is
need
gone
to
for the
share
rest-
my. I
Seamus-
need to
Seamus is gone for the rest of the month, so we're not gonna get him.
RGS,
I need-
will you be our sidekick?
I need to share my pain.
Sure, I'll pitch in if I can.
All right.
Awesome.
We'll send you a link if you're not able to, if you don't have a way to watch Wonder Woman 84.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
No problemo.
Don't thank us yet. This is a terrible film and a terrible idea. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.